Oh, this shit is a fucking piece of shit, bro. Like, they really took my whole fucking shit down, and I don't know how to open this. Like, what is this? Fuck, son. Oh, child. YouTube do not want me to be here, bro. They just don't. They just don't want me to be here, man. Like, what the Oh, my Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know what's going on at this point. I don't know what's going on. If I X this out, will it fucking cut my live off, bro? Hey, Jessica. I don't know. Can you guys even see me? Like, okay, hey. You look. I know y'all probably like, oh, you late. I am not late. I was here at 8 o'clock. But when I pulled everything up of what I had on my show, they cut they just took everything off. I had like mad different things set up, and they just took it the fuck off. They said, "Fuck me." Took everything, and look how slow everything takes to load. That's why I had everything already up. Because I had like mad tabs of my I cannot take YouTube no more, son. Like, they making it too difficult for me to just come up here, bro. They really are. They're making it way too hard. They're making it way too hard, bro. They're so jealous of me. They're so upset. I know that's such a Capricorn thing to say. To say. It is Capricorn season. But they are very jealous of me, bro. Like, it's like, come on. I had mad shit set up, and I just said, let me go live. So y'all could like see the process. Like, it took me like an hour to set because this computer moves so slow, and this computer moves so slow because of me being on YouTube. They did this to my computer. They messed up my laptop. My laptop doesn't even work well. Like, it takes very long to load things up, which is very hard to do YouTubing, especially like how I do when I'm trying to show y'all things on the computer. It would be much better if I could just jump up on the computer, Google some stuff, and show you directly. But I have to constantly show you on a phone because look how long things take to gear up. Watch, because I'm gonna have to put all that stuff back up. I had everything set up so I could just start my show, and now they ruined my show and it's my birthday. Like, I really feel like, I'm telling you, if YouTube was a person, bro, I have my feet, hands, and teeth on them, bro, because I don't understand what the fuck they just did to all that information I just had up. I had mad information up. And they like, oh, just rip everything up. Look at all this purple stuff. All this purple stuff mean this is what I had up. And they don't care, bro. Like, they just took everything fucking down, man. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful, YouTube. Because not only do my laptop take forever to even post something, then y'all gonna just take everything fucking down? Like, that's so messed up. Like, so I just jumped on here so you guys don't think like I'm late or whatever. It's literally YouTube just was like so angry with me. Like, so they just don't like me. Whatever it is, it's just like it's going to have to take a backseat because I'm still going to do what I'm doing. Like, I'm just going to try to do it right now. Yeah, man. So I guess that's enough, right? Let me try to go back to where it was at. I'm telling you, boy, that really pissed me off. Like, to come to my computer and everything is supposed to be set up, and I was supposed to just go ahead and start the little show, and the laptop was like, "Oh, it's not responding. It's not responding." And then it's like, you know what? Since we're not responding, we're just gonna shut the whole thing down. Like, what? Like, that's what you're doing? So I try to pull the thing, the web browser back up. The web browser everything is that I had set up is gone. Like, come on, I don't got time. Like, it took mad long to do it, but that's why I don't do things this way, because the computer just does not move fast. Yeah, but whatever, it's whatever, man. Hopefully we could get back on track to what I was trying to do, and I didn't want y'all to see who I was comparing him with. They already messed it up. The very beginning of the show, they showed who I was going to pair him with. Like, they so corny. Like, they just messed up my whole little show. They messed up my whole little beginning. I ain't gonna lie. Hey Yisan, hey Kay Harris, what's up? And yeah, hey Karma, I don't want to miss anybody. Thank you so much for being here. Whoever is here with us, Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I don't know what just happened with YouTube, but they just be disrespecting me all day. That's why I don't really come up here. Like I want to get a PC, a Mac. I'm gonna make sure it's a nice one, so all this glitching and taking a long time and taking, hopefully it doesn't start because this computer is already compromised, and I'm probably throw it out because it's really not worth keeping anymore since it moves so slow. But hey, welcome to another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I give my opinion on what people are viewing on any mainstream media platform that you could think of. So yeah, thank you for being here. And we're gonna start the show off Capricorning because it is Capricorn season. It's Capricorn season. So we're gonna get into some Capricorn, just vibing, a little 10-minute Capricorn appreciation because I think if anybody talks about being a Capricorn, it's me. I'll be like, I'm a January Capricorn, January Capricorn, January Capricorn, January Capricorn. So yeah, it's January. And it's Capricorn season. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about Capricorns. And then we're gonna get into the show because Dane Calloway, I wanted to talk about him since the last time I mentioned him. I think at one point I said something about him. And I'm gonna get into that, right? So anyway, let's get to the Capricorn stuff, all right? And then we're gonna be done. It's gonna be two little songs, and I'm gonna show some Capricorn behavior, and then we're gonna get started. Yeah. So let me see. Where was I trying to? I don't know what songs I was playing. I don't even know if I can play these songs. I'm not monetizing this episode or whatever, so I don't know if they allow me to play songs even if I'm not monetizing, but I hope I don't get a copyright for it, but it's whatever. It's whatever. So we're going to play this because it's off of the Mary J. Blige beat, and she's a January Capricorn. I think her birthday is today or something like that, right? And then in the song, they talk about being a Capricorn, but anyway. Hey y'all, thank you so much for being here. Moving trees, you know I can't jack no jack. Still in the hood with the trap. Don't care about movements ahead of me, man. She ain't a Capricorn, but she a Capricorn. She feel like she know all the rappers. You get a bitch in the sex from Africa. She niggas stuck, I'm like, girl, it's the matter. How can I float on the net hole? I ain't on lost shit wet though. She let me hit in a Tahoe. Rain, that's powerful. Fuck all her girls, so she's calling my phone. Hit a girl if I stuck in a knot though. I know she gon' leave five, I gon' pop though. It's okay, she call me when you riding out of money. She like stars and double O's, I like Bugattis. My friends call me Boogie, she call me artist. But fuck all that lovey-dovey, all that shit you learn from me. Don't you say it unless you're certain. Behind me, back curtains, I be steady sipping syrup. Put your ring, turn purple, different angles like a curve. Hit the right positions, now she fucking out. Invite. Now that's love from a distance. Look, now I put that on point, tripping. Fucking actors, they know who to mention. I can tell that they know that I'm gifted. All shit water, no fuck, just tripping. Boy, ass bracket, I'ma bend her ass over and smack it. Boy, ass bracket, get the throwing them bullets like Madden. She wanna go to the mall and go grab shit. She keep talking this shit cause I asked it. And you talking this shit better faster. Niggas high when it's action. Watch her rock, she like magic. I like G Herbo. More. Show me something different, baby. You don't wanna get to know me. If I get this rollie for you, they gon' end up hating on you, girl. I don't do days for this big body bourbon, girl. I sent it for you. I don't even trust bitches. How'd I end up into you? Police on my body like I got a shawty with me. She acting naughty, I know she want me to spank it. Hop in this Rari, we can be fly together. Fuck being basic. A lot of niggas wanna talk violence, but it's not the same shit. Ay, she acting gay since she want me to slap her. Ay, straight nigga not like a rapper. I don't be capping, but bitch, I'm a capper. She wanna know my life like I need her with me, I just might nap her. Say she be living the nightlife. Tell her hop on the fist, I just might act. Tell her hope she don't know me though. And she think she but she not. Baby, fans look at me like pop though. Feel okay, but ain't like I'm rock though. Need a bitch act like my mom. Shout out to my pop. Shout out to Bitty Honda.
Shout out to my Vato. In LA, I'm brand lamps. In the rack, I'm fucking Palo. They got number 10s. I can't be single pop toes. 40 clocks, so niggas, I pop those. Watch a nigga cook to like pop. Get what I got, though. Why you hating sucking dick on my post? Why get mad if she want me to spank? The bitch not base. I give you my time, you better not waste. If you trust, you just gotta face it. Gotta be happy I'm mad rich. From the block, I ain't never had shit. And I just be stressed that's past tense. Like Ronnie Corsat with a bad bitch. She moving trees, you know I can't jack her. Still in the hood with the track. Don't care about focus, the head of me mad. She ain't a Capricorn, but she a Capper. She tryna front like she know all the rappers. Give me the neck like the sex talk.
Alright. I just like G Herbo part. She acting stupid, she want me to smack her. Okay, and what was the other song? I forgot. I was gonna play one more song. Capricorn related. Cause he said she ain't a Capricorn, but she a Kappa. Act like she know all the rappers. I'm like, oh God. Yeah, that's pretty much us. Capricorns and son. They always think we know everybody. I'm like, oh yeah, I know them. If I don't know them, I should know somebody that know them. Like, but it's whatever, you know. Let me see. It's just one more song. And then we're gonna start Capricorning. Okay, we're gonna just show some Capricorn behavior. Okay, I don't. What was the other song? What the? Damn, I forgot the other song. I wanted to play Power because I think the guy that played Power, Ghost, his birthday was the other day, and because his birthday was the other day, I started watching Power over. Like I started season 1. I'm on season 2. So I'm gonna be watching that when I get out off of here. I'm gonna go back to watching Power because like that shit is a classic, right? And the thing was, they was bringing up Power and was trying to do a debate on which one is better, Power or The Wire, right? And that's how all of this started with Dane Calloway. But yeah, when I was seeing that on the internet, I'm like, why are they doing this? Like, you cannot compare two hood classics. I remember when The Wire used to come on and we used to sing that shit like down in the hole. We used to be singing it before it come on and Power too. When Power came on, we used to be like, which we're gonna play right now. But like you cannot compare two hood classics, bro. They both like I bought season 1 through 7 or something of the. I didn't get the bootleg. I went to the plate the place they sell CDs and actually copped the seasons, and I'm gonna do that with Power too. But I already got the shit on DVD because we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that gem with us. I like to collect things that I don't want to go away. Like I want to keep it. So we're gonna do a Power theme song because it is Capricorn related. The person that's rapping it, last name is Jackson. So we're just gonna roll it. Let's go.
Our one purpose is men of good character. Alexander Dane is
This ain't it. What the hell is the Power song at?
They say this is a big rich town. Come from the poet's part. Bright city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Happen to come apart. Legal or illegal, baby, I never took a straight path nowhere. Life full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cats and skyscrapers. It's hard to get a start in these parts without paper. Homie, I grew up in hell.
A block away from heaven.
On 15 minutes and 7. First slow, bang it, then watch it go. Occupational options, get some blow with some hoes. Keep the ball on the strap, learn to rap on the jack. Fuck it, man, in the meantime, go ahead and pump a pack. This my Regal Royal flow, my James Bond bounce. At 007 and 62 on my count. I'm an undercover liar, I lie under the covers. Look a bitch in the eyes and tell her, baby, I love you. You're my inspiration, you're my motivation. You're the reason that I move it with no hesitation. This is a big rich town. Yeah, I just come from the poet's part. Right, like city life, I gotta make it.
I can't even dance. Like this computer ain't gonna let me do it. It's not a good thing. Like I can't even get up. It's just neither. It's too low level. But I want to dance.
A hard knock, shots pop, it's rock, graveyard, pick a plot, cause niggas want your spots. I'm trying to stack shit, and I go legit. Hollow tip, stuff them in the clip, this niggas trip.
Okay, let's go. Let's start Capricorning. Who's a Capricorn? Who else is with me? Who's with me? Is there any other Capricorns that are here today? Okay. So the thing about Capricorns, right? And I'm gonna keep this brief because I know it's not a lot of Capricorns out here. But you know, I just sometimes I feel like people don't like. I don't feel like people don't like us. I feel like people just don't care for us. You know, I don't want to just say like, oh, people just don't like her. I think people would probably be like, you know, I prefer to chill with other people. Like, you know, so I don't think people don't like us. I think people just probably prefer to do other things, except when we hang out. Because when we party, most time when you party with a Capricorn, they're going to be spending their money. So a lot of people like to party with us, but a lot of people don't like to hang out like when it's time to conversate, because the conversation you gotta have a brain, and if your brain is not actively working when you're speaking with us, a lot of corrections can happen. So I feel like sometimes I feel like, what is the issue when people be doing things? I'm like, what is the issue? But then I started seeing like little things. And I'm like, okay, like for instance, I wanted to show a video of an example. I'm like, okay, here goes a January Capricorn, right? These are kids. These are kids. I'm going to show you kids. Celebrity kids. I'm going to show Chicago, and I think Floyd Mayweather grandson. He's a January Capricorn too, and I just want to show you their behaviors and then be like, okay, that's probably what people don't like about us because it's like they're literally Capricorning, bro. It's like that's the definition of Capricorning. Where is these videos? Yeah. And then we're gonna get into the black president. I mean the black woman president. We're gonna get it because it's all correlating with the January Capricorn, right? So anyway, I wanted to show y'all a couple of January Capricorn behaviors while they're in their midst of Capricorning, right? So just to
Berry cakes.
so basically it was Palm or Psalm birthday, and then they just wanted to show how she was talking about his birthday cake or something like that.
It's Sami's birthday, so we just made him a strawberry cake. That's what he wanted. I got 2 cakes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat it. I was gonna say, have you eaten any?
Now, did y'all peep that Capricorning? That was Capricorning right in the beginning. This is why they don't put Shy on the fucking screen, because she just dominating. Like she like I had 2 cakes. Who asked her?
Sami's birthday, so we just made him a strawberry cake. That's what he wanted. I got 2 cakes.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm gonna go eat it. I was gonna say, have you eaten any?
Now you see how everybody felt it. Look at her sister face. Like gave her a hug. Like she just pissed Kim and her sister off for who knows what. She didn't even do nothing wrong.
I really wanted a funfetti cake today. Yes. But we said it's not your birthday, so let the birthday boy choose. But Mommy, you said we can't. It's Sami's birthday.
She like, I don't care about that that's boy birthday. Like, let's get that cake. But anyway, you saw how. Let's show another example of what pisses people off about us.
Don't you make me complicated. It's true love shouldn't be this complicated.
Look at Palm face. She looking like, damn, like I was singing that song. She was like, no, wrong. And then she just started singing the song. And then watch Palm's face. You're like, what the hell? Okay. He sound like he about to cry. She done tore him up. She was like, nope, wrong. He looked at all uncomfortable. She was like, yeah, do it right. But,
don't you make me complicated. It's true love.
Did you see how he was looking at her? He was looking like, where'd she come from? And she was like, listen. And then when the song was over, it was done. She was like, and then he was like, he was looking like, ew, like, Why did she just jump in and correct me? Because she was right. Because she was right.
Oh, your name. Chicago. So, what does your name start with? Psaon. Yeah. How do you spell your last name? WEST. Do you guys know what my name is?
You see how she overtook him? Because she knows all the answers.
Kimberly. Do you know what my name is?
Now look how she called her Kimberly, right? She was pissed. Remember I did a video about this little girl not calling Kim her mom? So she was mad when she said Kimberly.
WEST. Do you guys know what my name is? Kimberly. Do you know what my name is? Mommy. Yes, I knew you thought it was Mommy. No, it was Kimberly. I know, but Sammy thinks it's Mommy.
She was pissed. Another time that Shy pissed everybody off. Like, why the fuck is that making y'all upset? Her name is Kimberly. She didn't even say Kim. She technically asked what her name was, and her name is Kimberly. So she was like, "No, it's Kimberly though." Like, but this is Capricorning, bro. Look at Kim's face. She like, bitch. Like, she's super salty, bro. Like, Shorty was right though.
You can do a little faster than that. Yeah, buddy, come on. There you go. Right there. There. Yeah. Doing great. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday.
Wait, this is the one I wanted to show. When he was at the this is right here.
Peter Parker. Peter Parker is not your dad. You're not Spider-Man. You don't know how to beat that. No, oh no. No, Peter Parker and Miles is not your father. This is just a game. We're just playing around. And I didn't mean it. I would never do that to you.
See how he poured? You see how he poured that mask down? That nigga said, "Nigga, I'm about to kill you." Watch.
Sorry. No, please. I'm so sorry.
Look, he think he got the web. Once he realized the web didn't come out, he got out of there. So basically, with that one, it just shows you that at a young age, Capricorns all act alike, even at babies. Because what he did when he tried to come at him sloppy, he was like, "Bro, I'm about to put this Spider-Man outfit on, and I'm about to web you, bro." And when he put the Spider-Man outfit on, you saw he got mad hype, and then he tried to web him, and the webs weren't coming out. And a Capricorn is smart enough to say, "Oh shit, this is not working." So he tried to walk away and regroup, like, "Yo, I had everything together. Why the webs ain't working?" Because in his head, he thinking if I got the Spider-Man outfit on, I should be able to do Spider-Man things. And he was ready to get wild on him. He thought he was going to pull that down and do what he needs to do. So I just was like, yo, he's definitely a January Capricorn. Right? But I just also wanted to show when I say that when I talk about history and I say, oh, like a January Capricorn did all of this, you know how I be like, oh, this sounds like when I be like, oh, the economy does this and they're doing that and this is how the government is working and you got to do this and this is how the game goes. Sometimes I feel like a January Capricorn or a lot of January Capricorns came up with this process, right? And then it's like it shows here a Mimi. It shows here a Mimi. Okay. That it says January babies fitting to act like this is the United States of Capricorn. So it's basically saying exactly what I was saying. Because I'm just basically showing y'all like it's not in my head, bro. Like I'm telling y'all like this whole process in the United States this capitalism is definitely a Capricorn mindset. You understand what I'm saying? So I know a lot of Capricorns had a lot to do with writing that Bible, talking about everybody like a dog, making sure people know what's up and what describing their features, describing their smell, describing everything about people and warning their people. And so anyway, it just shows to show you that I ain't joking. Like it's literally something that they'll make a meme out of because it's like commonly like that's what it is. And of course, they like listen. Jesus was a Capricorn, right? So to all the people that's saying Jesus might not have been a Capricorn, he might not have been born in December, you got to understand that they're telling the story backwards, right? So we already know that Jesus wasn't most likely born in December. If you do your research on, what was his name? Jacob Jab or something, the guy that was on the so-called Titanic the richest guy that was on the Titanic was a black guy, right? No, he wasn't black, right? I don't know. He's supposed to be black, but I think they make him white, right? And his daughter was Charlotte, right? Charlotte from North, Charlotte from wherever. His daughter was Charlotte, and Charlotte had a son in the beginning of January. Like I don't know exactly what date, but because she had that son, they would celebrate. It was like a big thing, a big deal at the first 2 weeks of January. So sometimes they tell the story backwards. Instead of it being the first 2 weeks of January, it's the last 2 weeks of January where it's the winter solstice. And they're celebrating the winter solstice in December. But December is when you descend, when you're all the way down, and then you come back up and refresh in January. It's reborn. It's a whatever. And everything starts over. Like resolution, this, that. It all starts January. You understand what I'm saying? It's like get all everything out. So people think Jesus might not have been born in December because most likely, as they tell the story about this so-called son, the prince, this guy that was, they had this baby and everything goes to him, like Simba in the Lion King. He was literally born in January. And that's when you get Jane, and Mary, and all those kind of concepts of the Virgin Mary, January, and all the stuff like that. And then you also got to remember that like Mary was so-called a virgin when she was having Jesus, which kind of explains that she might have had in vitro, IVF. And they were obviously doing that because that's where the incubator babies were coming from. I don't think, how could you make so many incubator babies and you need a sperm and an egg? So they were doing in vitros, and I'm not sure exactly how much people that they used, how much DNA scenarios that they used to make these incubator babies. You understand what I'm trying to say? And if they're making incubator babies for white people, they were probably making incubator babies for black people as well. But that's neither here or there. I do want to talk about the topic. Thank you for letting me do my little Capricorn skit. I didn't want to skip past that since my birthday's in 2 days. So yeah, and I do. Oh shoot. Yeah, I can show you. I do want people to call in. I am gonna put the phone number up, but I am gonna go over my little twinsy thing. I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit about Cat Williams, aka Mike Mackay Williams, whatever his name is. He is definitely like, if people talk about he a real one, how can a real one literally come from a background of a doctor father and a scientist mother, read over 3,000 books between the age of 9 and 12, and then emancipated himself from his parents at 13. That's not a normal person. And then go by the name of Cat, starting with a K, which I already told you about the Ks. The Ks are Korean, like Quran, like African Asiatic Asian, when you got K names. Because majority of the people over here will utilize the letter C over K. And they utilize the letter K over C. So if you don't understand that, who cares? But anyway, I do want to talk about Dane. Oh, I want to show y'all one more Capricorn thing because it kind of goes with Blue Ivy, with Shy Chicago, where it says because I'm always better at it than you. Okay, so that's basically what she was doing. Like she wasn't. It's not like she's trying to come at nobody. It's just like, bro, let me do it. Like kind of like that. And I think it comes off a little bit annoying because obviously everybody faces was like. And it's like, bro, was she wrong? No, she was on point, bro. But anyway, they don't understand how serious we are about things. Like Floyd little grandson, he really thought if he did everything he needed to do, he would be able to spur some web out. So it's not our fault that we think, oh, I could do this. Like it's not. It's because I want to. Where we want to do things. We're very active, creative people. But anyway, enough about us. So with Dane Calloway, right? I wanted to talk about Dane, right? Well, what was the last thing I talked about with my life? Because I like to do my recaps about who stole from me. And that Cat Williams was trying to be me by talking about, all this stuff that happened by experience. And he telling this and he telling that. And they stealing from him and this and that. I was like, bro, they always trying to put a Candace on the platform but an infiltrator candidates. Like it's always some fake version of me up there telling the truth about what they experienced and what happened to them, all the grimy little Illuminati parties, and it's like boy bye. But anyway, I'm gonna get into him. But with Dane Cat, I can't think of no recaps. The what was the I haven't been here for so long that I don't remember what I even said last live. Like I can't even remember to tell you the truth. But I'm pretty sure they stole something from me because they always steal shit from me, like straight up. But so Dane Calloway, right? Remember at one point I said something about him. I was like, oh, he's talking about 13%. So once he said that 13%, I was like, okay, we already know when people start saying percentage, like 1%. Remember the turkey neck black lady? What was her name? I forget. She haven't been. She's all. She's with MREC. They do their little connect the dots, whatever conspiracy hour with her. I forgot what that lady name was, but she was I don't think she was. I think she was a December Cap, but she was a Capricorn too, though. And she was trying to give the tea or whatever, but whatever she hearing here and there. We like to talk a lot. We like to. We have big mouths, but we don't tell anybody stuff. But like, if we was to be talking, don't tell me something that you feel like you don't want it to be addressed. Because I'm the type of person, if I say anything, I'm not worried about keeping it a secret. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to think that way for you either. Like, if I'm not keeping nothing a secret, you shouldn't keep nothing a secret. So don't tell me nothing if you want me to be, because it's not like I'm telling people by accident, because everybody be there. I'll be saying it in front of the person that I'll be just not thinking about it's a secret, because like, who cares? What they going to do? What they going to do to me? I'm going to say whatever I want to say. So I say a lot of stuff that I hear or whatever, or stuff that I've been a part of. I say what I want to say. Do I talk about other people's business directly? No. I try to cut out other people's stuff and just tell them my version of what happened to me in those situations. If it's a guy, most likely I'll throw him in there. But when it comes to females and stuff, I really don't like to bring, because it's like, I'm not really here to talk about other people. But I just like, if it has other people involved, it's hard to keep people, like, it's hard to keep everything out when you're trying to tell us, get to a point, trying to make a point. But anyway, I try my best to keep people out. But I was talking about Dane Calloway, and he was talking about the 13%, this and that. So I said something like, I don't trust Dane because he has like this big platform, and everybody that has this big platform means that you are in some type of contract, some type of group, some type of support, where that's why you're getting those views. You see what I'm saying? And all of those views are not real people. We already understand, I think at this point, that majority of the people there, probably 5,000-10,000, but the other 20, the whole 30,000, I don't think it's real people. I think it's fake accounts, and they just want the channel to look like it's big so it could draw in people, the real people. You know what I'm saying? So we already understand most of that, right? You got to be a part of a company, a management team, or something. And that means basically you're in contract, you're under agent, this and that. You can't say certain stuff, can't do certain things, and this and that, right? So I feel like he's one of those people. And I said that his wife, I remember when I was like, oh my God, Dane always saying something. I bet you he runs his house with an iron fist. And only why I said that was because, he said he was a Libra. So I was looking like, oh, I bet you he runs his house with an iron fist. And then I say, basically, that means that he probably put hands on his wife. Like, I'm pretty sure it's some type of DV case going on in that house. Just by me just feeling that way about him and his persona. Like, I feel like, just like I showed you Capricorning, I feel like he also probably has the character traits of a Libra, right? So I said that about him, right? I was like, oh, I bet you he put his hands on his wife, right? So once I said that about his wife, guess who pops up on the show? This was like a while back. I said this like 2 lives back or something like that. A couple of lives. So now I didn't want to bring it up because I'm bringing it up now because we got to this point. Now that we're at this point, I said, nah, not only is Dane, he has to either be watching my show or if somebody that works for him is putting him on of what's being said. And he might not know I personally said it. He might not watch my show personally, but somebody is getting information and they're taking it back to him saying, hey, somebody said you probably putting your hands on your wife, because he be in the background and he'd be like, yeah, baby, turn up the AC, give me something to drink, and stay your butt upstairs, and yeah, I'm going to have sex tonight. Like, he's always saying some stuff, and then she be on the thing sometimes and be like, Or whatever. And she don't be sounding as enthusiastic as, like, it just sounds like he is liberating, right? So anyway, I said what I said about him, and then next thing you know, guess who comes on the show? When he did his next live, he let her do like a skit. He was like, "Oh, it was all about his wife." He was like, "Oh, I want my wife to come up here. I want her to do this whole skit. I'm gonna let her talk, and then she has a channel. Come to her channel. Now she has a channel. She did a whole skit. She was like, doing her little thing, whatever for that show. She did most of the narrating. So I'm like, okay, like you love her, but the thing is, why? Why are you doing this for? Because I said what I said about, I just threw it out there and said like some little indirect little thing. So I just thought that was very weird that he would have his wife do all that stuff, right? So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna let it go because I know that they feeding off of what I said, but yet my views is so low that I doubt he saw it, right? But whatever, like, because like I said, I'm not a part of no contract, so my views might be low because of YouTube, but other people probably are viewing it, or at least going back and saying some stuff that they are hearing. Sometimes people have, a team. And they could come back and just say, hey, these are things that's being said about you. Like, this is how you're coming off or whatever. So he's trying to basically show the narrative like, oh, I don't put my hands on my wife. I love my wife. Shit, I don't want her to, So it's like that was what was going on, right? So I don't care, whatever. It may not have been all of that intro to his wife and his wife page and all this stuff. It may have not had nothing to do with me. I doubt it, but anyway, I doubt it. But anyway, if not, whatever, right? So now the guy, what was not his last live, but it was like was it his last live? Where he said that he's now trying to make the next step, make the next move, right? Which is buying some land in North Carolina and trying to be like a diplomat, like trying to make your own government, trying to make your own hospital, this and that, like have your own community, this and that, which I thought we did. We already been there and done that, right? And it's clearly that these people hate us and they're not going to leave us alone, so they're going to be on our backs no matter what. So he can make his moves, but we already know, even if they were genuine moves, they're going to be some type of disruption because these people are not letting up their control. Right? So anyway, so I'm like, here we go. So I was like, here we are. It's gonna be it's a money collect, right? It's a money grab going on. So of course I don't want to be rude because we gotta trust somebody, right? And we gotta eventually do something, right? So I'm not mad at the fact that he's doing the next step and people gonna have to put some all their money in. People gonna have to donate. He was like, he never asked nobody for money. He never been asking nobody, even though when he's live, every 5 seconds he's like throwing bombs off like he in Palestine. Oh, thank you for that donation. Thank you for that membership. Thank you for that. It's like, who the hell is giving this guy all this money and buying all these memberships? Like, one guy bought like 7 memberships. Basically, I guess he wants to pay that amount to him monthly. But, it's just one person, so the other memberships are free for somebody to grab. But who the hell is supporting this guy to the point where you're buying 7 memberships? It's one you, but you're going to get 7 memberships for 6 other people that you don't even know to get so you could pay Dane monthly that amount of money. I mean, something's not adding up. Like, is he, like, I don't know too many people that would get that much support. If that's even, what's really going on. But he got bombs going off every second. Thank you for that money. Thank you for that money. You don't got to do it. Thank you for that money. You ain't got to do it. But now, he's doing a money grab. He wants everybody to try to, when it's time to try to get this land and whatever he got going on, he wants everybody to put their money together. So that's where I had it. I was like, I knew you was gonna young Pharaoh us. I knew at some point young Pharaoh was gonna come through you. And with that being said, yes, they are all a part of the same fucking group, bro. So we're gonna break Dane Calloway down now. Now that we know he's one of them, he want that money grab. He's one of them, and I was having conversations with a YouTuber. I hope that he can call in today. If not, then that's fine. But I hope one day we can start to collab. Hopefully, when I get a better laptop, I can get. Even if I don't get the what you call it, we could try to Zoom or something so people could actually come up on the panel on the show, because we was having such a great conversation in Instagram DMs, right? About, I was just asking him, like, what do you think about this person, this YouTuber? I don't really want to talk about, what they said, because I didn't even get the okay to like say what they saying, right? But I do want him to eventually come up on my show, because I think that we did a great dialogue in the Instagram, and it could get even better on, on a platform, on a channel. But anyway, what he was saying, I was like, well, how you think about this person? What you think about that person? And Dane Calloway name came up, right? So I am going to talk about Dane Calloway, because he is very much of a big public figure, and he shouldn't even be seeing my channel, right? He doesn't even see me, right? So I can say whatever I want. But anyway, so I was like, what you think about Dane Calloway? And he was like, yeah, Dane is definitely one of them. He's like, did you remember? He was like, at some point, Dane did. Let me pull it up. He said that he was doing some type of money grab before. And I was like, really, right? I'm like, really, like, Jim Carrey, right? And Jim Carrey is a January Capricorn. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, really? That's what he did? So let me see exactly what he said. Boy, some of these people. Wait a second. Let me find it. Okay, here's the homie right here. So he was like, yeah, he was like, don't you remember he did a fundraiser and to get money? He was like, he was selling statuses correction papers and scamming people out of their money around the COVID time. So mind you, I don't remember, because I didn't come across Dane. I was just when COVID first happened, when they first started that COVID stuff. I never really came across none of these truther channels. So when I was on YouTube, I was doing like I was trying to do like like basically rating stuff I bought. Like, oh, don't buy here, do buy this came out nice. Like, just giving my feedback on things I'm purchasing on the internet. So I was gonna kind of like do a YouTube channel like that, right? I wasn't really getting no views. I was getting like 9 views, 36 views, 100 views here and there. So I was like, okay, this is boring. No one's really, because there's so many channels like that. And it's really hard to get anybody consistently to watch your videos when you're doing something that 10 million other people are doing. And on top of that, a lot of these people get into management and get into, so I'm doing this all by myself. I'm not signing up with nobody, because I already said I didn't like the wing. Like, I don't like being under the wing. I don't like being like mentored and all that, because it comes with a lot of weirdo stuff that they have to do and they have to mentor you to do. So anyway, yeah, so anyway, I forgot what I was trying to say. Like, I don't know where I was at just now. I lost train of thought. I was talking about Dane, right? Yeah, so anyway, so he basically was saying that he'd already done it. Oh yeah, so with COVID, right? So what I was watching at the beginning of COVID was a lot of stuff, like truth to videos, but not like I expose MCs and the person that really started off. What was his name? Cam B. I wasn't really watching them as of yet. It took me like almost a year after COVID to find those kind of channels, like Kev Gibbs, all them, and Kwame Brown. I wasn't really finding those channels. What I was watching was like white people saying all kind of wow, like videos of like the Epstein list and all these weird, creepy, like kid, like it was weird kid stuff happening. I'm like, why are they showing this? And now they don't really show it no more, because you got to understand that sometimes I think they want to sensitize you to weird stuff so it could be normal at some point, right? So they was doing a lot of weird stuff on YouTube where I was like, yo, what is all of this about? What child trafficking, drugs, this and that. And I'm like, what is all this about? While I'm doing videos about clothing, I'm like, it's too much stuff going on, right? So it was videos where they were showing the JFK murder that was fake. It was like whole videos of like how it was fake, and it's no denying it. It was no going around how fake that setup, fake death was, and if he was really killed or whatever, which I don't think he was ever really killed. All this stuff is fake. They showed like everything, all the evidence, and I was watching a lot of videos like that, and it was like videos from like the 1920s when that guy supposed to have shot somebody outside of court. Like it was like a big deal in the 20s where they was locking somebody up, and when he was getting locked up, he shot somebody and killed. Like they literally, like these white people was exposing all the fake scenario. Like these were all fake deaths, fake this, fake that, and they was showing a microphone. They showed the microphone dropping to the people weren't paying attention to that because we were watching the guy shoot the other guy. But then when he said, "Look at the right corner," look at they was doing their detective work. And it was undeniable that all these deaths were fake as hell. I cannot find those videos no more. I can't find those channels no more. They done took all those channels down where they were showing how fake everything on TV and stuff was, even with the news, where they're telling you important stuff and all this stuff is fake, scripted people and actors and crisis actors, and so they were showing like all those elementary shootings. They literally showed mad stuff where it was like, I'm like, what the hell is this? So I can't really, I wish I could show you the video so you could see the evidence of all they was like slowing it down. And that's where I started my videos. I was like, okay, well now I can start showing, now that I have the eyes. You know how like that commercial where they show that commercial everywhere where they show the guy that put the glasses on. So it was like basically watching all them videos, put the glasses on. And I'm like, okay, now I can start seeing all these things. Like I can kind of like see the corners and see the skits and the eyes going to read scripts, and you can start seeing it without before you couldn't really see it because you wasn't really paying attention to them moving their eyes this way and them doing all, and then the microphone and this and that. And it's like, how could this be real if you got a TV set and all this? So anyway, I didn't need no more convincing. So I started doing my own detective work. And I'm like, oh, like, look at this. Look, and I started seeing mad stuff and started seeing people looking alike, people running in the same circles, people doing it. So I'm like, oh, okay, so these people all scams. They all scams. They all fake, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to even do the clothing thing no more. I'm going to go into the conspiracy realm and, piggyback off of some of the things that I thought when I was younger that I was bugging. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, all the little things that I was coming across, because I used to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I was young. When I was young, it wasn't like now where you could record and take pictures of everything. Like back in the days, you had to be there. You know what I'm saying? Or you just didn't know what was going on. So I was literally outside all the time outside because I didn't want to really miss people. If you miss people, you couldn't call them on no cell phone or nothing like that. If people outside already, then they outside and you just missed the whatever they went to go do. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be outside a lot, right? And I used to be a part of a lot of groups. I used to be part of this group, that group, that group. And I started noticing certain people that were at the top of those groups all kind of knew each other. Like from different, no matter where, Flatbush, this place, that place. Everybody that was like at the top of those groups knew each other, and they all seemed like they were all West Indian descent. So I was like, yo, I know I'm not bugging, right? So now that fast forward 20 years later, I'm like, bruh, the stuff that y'all talking about, all that correlates to the street level people too. Like they got people out here in these streets working for them, and they all a part of it. Like they all try to beat you in the head and play this little game. The same game that these celebrities are playing. They got people in the streets that's planted and playing these games with them. They all related. They all part of like something, some type of church, this, that. It's all different types of, just like how Young Pharaoh, Tasha K, Angela Stanton, all of them go to Miami. Everybody's going to Miami to the same party. How? Y'all all from different states because they all Jamaican and they're all meeting at the same party. Kwame Brown, everybody there in Florida, everybody in Miami. So it's like you gotta have a brain at some point. And I'm like, yo, I was noticing that when I was hanging outside with these people. So I'm like, okay, y'all all schizos, right? So no problem, love ain't lost. Spend money, do whatever I want to do. It's not a big deal. I just like to be strategic now. And them same people are trying to make fun of you. Like when I buy stuff from Temu, I buy things from Temu or whatever. Like as you can see And it's like, yeah, but I bet you if I show you my bank account, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a whole different situation. You see what I'm saying? Like it makes more sense when you're saving your money instead of spending 400, 500, 1,000, 1,200 here. When now you know what I'm doing? Saving it. Ain't got a whole month. You want me to show you that bank account? Like, you kidding me? So it's like, yeah, make funny. Two move, $8, $20. I know, but my bank account good. Like, so it's whatever. But anyway, yeah, I like to prove my points. Like, whatever. So it's like it's nothing. There's no reason to make fun because I got a lot of real stuff, and if I ever want to come across something real that I want to buy, I will. But I just don't want to support these people. Period. I want to give China no more money, no money, China, no money. Like, oh, you buy now? No, I don't buy now. I leave now. You buy now or go? I'll go. Bye, bye, Singling. Bye, Suling. I'm out. Okay. Bye, West Indian Suling, Chinese West Indian. Like, no, not helping y'all. Not buying all that stupid crap that don't make no sense. It's all made up stuff so they could come up. It's nothing that you really need. So anyway, the stuff that you really need, we already have it. It's our shit. The stuff that you need to eat and to have, that's our resources. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why they all over here acting like they selling us this and that. Because they really want to have hands on these resources that we have, right? So, yeah, where's my bank account? I don't know where the fuck. I don't know. Oh well. I can't find it. Okay. Now I ain't rich, but I ain't broke. Hey. Let me just show you. I don't know. I don't want to show you everything. Oh shoot. I don't know if you can see this. Okay. Now y'all clearly see it's a comedy, right? It's a comma. It's a comedy, okay? It's a comedy. So I'm not like in the hundreds. I'm in like the tens place, okay? So anyway, because I'm not spending my money on stupid stuff at all. I haven't done it in like 2 years. And it's been the best decision of my life changing over to State Farm. Okay? So I advise y'all to make the best decision of your lives and change over to Tumu and D-Gate if you want to buy some cute things. I still buy other stuff from stores. Like, I got this from like, I think this is from like Pink, Victoria's Secret, stuff like that. But it has to be in a decent price range that makes sense or whatever. And because the stuff that y'all buying is not worth it. They are hijacking. Excuse me. They are hijacking the retail price. So people like us could stay at a low level of not purchasing important things like life insurance or getting your what is it called? Your trust, get in the trust fund. You get a life insurance, you can open a trust fund. But guess what? It costs money. It costs like $800 to do this. It costs like $1,200 to do that. It costs like the same amount that you're paying for Louis and Vuitton. And Louis and Vuitton them already got their life insurance in their trust and all their money interests, and they have all their business money in place. So I like business more than I like Louis Vuitton. And on top of that, the name brands are mockery. They're mockerying using your heritage names and stuff because they know what you like. They know what you like, and then they high price it up so you can stay at a level of no ownership, no business in place, no this, but you fly, but you wearing that, right? But I hope that everybody understands that it's a strategic. It's all in your mindset. If you feel like you need these name brands to make you at some type of, I'd rather have my car, my home owned, or not stressfully worrying about a mortgage, this and that. Which you probably like, oh, you're not doing it now because I just started. I started 2 years ago, so I'm getting to that point. But it's a process. But the process could have started a long time ago if I wasn't letting people brainwash you. And I'm not no weakling. I'm not no brainwash. So I feel like this is the better decision for me. And whoever don't like it is like, you don't help me anyway. So fuck off. But anyway, so what I was saying about Dane, I forgot what I was going with that. So anyway, so I did, once I started doing conspiracy videos, right? Because I was now convinced and I had got enough information to be like, I know what my experiences were. I wasn't bugging. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff that I used to say about and things in my head that I kept in my head. I knew I wasn't tweaking. Like, these people weird, and these people they be acting broke. They be just. I knew I wasn't tweaking, right? So now I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna pop my shit. So I come up and start doing conspiracy videos about certain people that I know, like street level people dealt with. And I'm trying to like say stuff about like, 50 Cent's son, Jim Jones and them, Cameron. So I try to just say little things that I knew these people would, so anyway, fast forward all of that. Let's get to the grand finale, right? Of who I believe that Dane, because obviously at some point I started coming across all of these channels. Like I am Exposed MCs. Shout out to him. He's still doing his thing. I still be tuning into his videos. I try to comment as much as I can. Also, Conscious Daughter, she just did a cool video on Cat Williams, and I'm gonna probably I took like a little clip of her video to play when I talk about Cat Williams later. So shout out to the people that's still up and going. We still here. I love their content. They're very genuine people. I don't feel like they come across trying to do like money grabs. Once they try to do this money grab, it gets very Young Pharaoh-y. We know Young Pharaoh is a part of, Sepnetta, this and that. He done put in work at young ages. Putting in work, I mean, taking people out. So he done been putting in work and this and that. So we already know he's a part, like he's like government for real, right? So anyway, he tells you he's government. He tells you that. So anyway, that's why when he got pressed in that store, nobody was going to do nothing with him because he's government. Like, you can't really touch government, right? Or you'll be under the jail. So unless you get government A-OK, like some black ops, some black operative to say, hey, take him out, then you got to get the okay or whatever, right? Because these people play a part of brainwashing people, right? So yeah, so fast forward to Dane, come across Dane's channel. I said what I said about him and his wife. He starts acting guilty, putting his wife on, and then now he's asking for a money grab. So I said, you know what? Dane is a part of the game. He may be I might be able to run into like what group he's in or what how I do with my twins. I'd like to know if they got like the same like circle, the same kind of like background of like their work, the work that they are putting out. Like sometimes it gotta all correlate. So it won't be hard to remember the fake characters. Majority of the time, if it's not correlating, then it may not be like a person playing, you know what I'm saying, or a person dying, coming back. Usually when I do a video, I have a lot of stuff on them. Like, bro, it's because I saw some girl. She wrote a comment on Kevin Hart, the Kevin Hart video I did, saying he was that weird. I don't know who that guy was, but remember the guy that I said was Kevin Hart? What happened to him? He just disappeared off the scene. Like, we don't see this guy. Now, I'm not saying that he got to be on mad shows, but we don't hear about him at all because that character is no longer active right now. They got Kevin Hart working. When Kevin Hart ain't working, I bet you that guy pops back up. Case scenario, I was talking about somebody and then they pop, and I'm like, where have they been? It's somebody, I forgot who that was. And somebody just popped back up, and I was like they popping back up now? But I forgot who that was. I just don't remember who that was. I was talking about somebody and then they was like popping up, and I'm like, bro, when the last time we saw this person? But so I was brainstorming, but I couldn't come across nobody that I felt Dane may have been playing a second role or whatever of, right? So then here comes the Power and the Wire debate. So I'm like, why are they putting the Wire and Power up for a debate? Ain't no debate. They both coming with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both good staples. So we're going to keep both of them. Like, it's no going around it. Like, y'all can take The Shy. Y'all can take all those other shows. But certain shows is going to stick with the hood because they did a great job presenting what we were living in. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they did a great rendition, right? So, boom, I'm watching. I said, you know what? I'm going to put on Power. And mind you, I got The Wire DVDs. So I said, you know what? I don't know which one I want to watch first. So I put on The Wire, right? But then I watched the first episode. I was like, you know what? I want to watch Power because this is like, it's a little bit old. And I watched The Wire so much. And I never watched Power or like from season one. I never did a run back on Power, but I did that with The Wire a lot. So I was like, and then it was the guy that played Ghost's birthday. So I was like, you know what? I took The Wire off and I put Power on. But when I had The Wire on, I was like, yo, I start Googling. I'm like, bro, I know I'm not bugging. Like, who is this? So boom, right? I start Googling the guy that was on The Wire, and I'm like, yo, you cannot tell me that this guy don't remind you of Dane Calloway. His name is I forget what his name is, but on the show his name was Proposition Joe. Proposition Joe. That was his role, right? And his name was Joseph Stewart. And we already know in history about the Stewart name, right? Okay? Oh man, I already had this set up so y'all can see side by side, but they took it down. You saw how they messed up my whole life. I had all this set up where you could just compare the two, right? But they took it down. So hopefully I could get this back up. Let me see if I could get this back up. Let me see. All right, now let's try to compare. Right? So we're gonna get into the background. We're gonna get into the background of these people because this guy Joe, Proposition Joe, right, passed away. Proposition Joe died of heart failure, which we all know during COVID, a lot of people were dying from what? Heart failure, right? So that was right off the bat. I felt like, okay, this is coded, right? So, what do you guys think about that? Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look at the mouth. It looked like he got bigger mouth. He got like bigger lips. But that's it. Everything else is. He even wear glasses here, and sometimes he don't wear glasses. Sometimes he do wear glasses. Sometimes he don't wear glasses. Sometimes he do wear glasses. He got the little braid, little stupid hairstyle. This nigga came out with the little braid hairstyle. Okay? So mind you, when this guy died, he died around 2014. Here comes Dane Calloway on the scene. 2000 and some. Where did he die? He died in Let's see when he died. I don't know. They took everything down. I had everything prepared, bro. I don't know why they did this to me. Why did they do this to me? Let's see when he died and what he died from. You see how this move mad slow? Now, when I get something at work, they're gonna be sick when I just start going mad hard. When I get something that can move faster, um, okay, his name is. I gotta find his real name because it didn't pop up. What's his real name? His real name is like a biblical name as well. Robert F. Chew. So you already know about the Robert. His last name is Chew because he eat a lot. Like, come on, it's a fake name. Robert Chew died from heart failure. Okay. They said he was 52 and he's from Baltimore, okay? 52 from Baltimore. Now, we know Dane is not 52, right? But tell you the truth, this guy looked pretty good for his age. He looked very good for his age. He didn't look 52. He looks like the same age as fucking Dane. So anyway, so he dies from heart failure, right? Let's see if we can get the year. Let's see if we can get the year so we can start comparing on when. Because one thing about these people, they die and then they come back as a younger person. They come back as a younger person and reinvent themselves. Okay? So he already got the name. He played Joseph Stewart. This guy played Joseph Stewart, which is biblical. Then we got his name being Robert Chew, which I believe is a fake name as well, because his last name is Chew. What's the odds of his big fat self? And I don't have nothing against nobody fat. I gain weight. I go up and down in my weight. I don't never get that big because I'm just not built that way. I think sometimes it gotta be hereditary as well. When you kind of like, gain a lot, when you get overweighted. Sometimes I gotta run into like in my family, I run after my father where we're like really lean. We're lean people. We're not. There's no. So even if I do try to get big, it's really hard for me to get fat. Because I just start getting like I get wider, but it's really hard for me to get big. But anyway, that's beside of him. So anyway, it's really hard for me to believe his last name is Chu and he, was heavy set. You see what I'm saying? And I think he died in 2013, right? So I was trying to find the earliest stuff of Dane Calloway on the internet, and around 2014 is when Dane really was hitting the scene. So it's basically just like with Jay-Z and Black Squad, where one died, and then a year later, after training, or just like with Reginae boyfriend Amarn and her uncle, a year or so later, they'll be on the scene with a younger looking version of them, right? And with a a little bit of slight of change of plastic surgery. In my opinion, right? So I forgot what I was trying to look at. What was I trying to search for? It was his heart failure, and then what were we trying to look for? Yeah. So with Dane, right? Let's go over Dane. Right? So Dane, just the name alone. I don't know if this is his real name or not because I tried to look up his information of like what's his real name, but he's not really like a celebrity per se. He's like very well known on YouTube as a journalism, whatever he does for a living. But I don't really see, so I don't know if this is his real. Okay, so is his name Donald? If his name is Donald, then that, you know what I'm saying? This is just the same thing like Donald Duck, Donald John Trump. It's all the same thing. They always have these same names. So he's 100% a part of the group. He's 100% a part of the group. His name is Donald Calloway. And we all know the last name Calloway is Broadway. It's like very famous for Broadway, like the famous Broadway characters, right? Let me pop back up over here. Let me talk to y'all. Am I on a delay like that? Where I know I'm not on no delay like that. What the hell is going on? Am I on a delay? The fuck? Oh, I'm on a serious delay. This shit look like it's talking about what? Like, what is this? I really hope I'm not all the way back here. Like, what the hell is going on? Oh, Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? They like to play with a fucking god, bro. They playing with me. But, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm on a delay. Were y'all able to see all that stuff that I just showed y'all about Dane and Prosperous Joe? Or am I on a delay? Can somebody answer in the chat? Like, were y'all able to see that stuff that I just pulled up about Dane Calloway and Prosperous Joe? Who's Cab Calloway? Cab Calloway? Let me look that up. Why is it showing that I'm over here? Like, that's weird. I don't know why it's showing that. That I'm at that point in my show. Because I'm definitely not. Who's Cab Calloway? Let me see. Oh, you talking about the actor? Like the famous Cab Calloway? Yeah, the dancer, right? That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about. And then jazz. The jazz is like the beginning of all. This is how everything started anyway with the trumpet player. That's where they're getting all this stuff from, like the church, the music, and then these are the people that started to go outside of the church, and it was like considered sin that they was doing all this music and all this stuff outside of the church, and a lot of these band people were doing that, which was sin. And this is why we're at the place we're at today with entertainment. But this is exactly who I was talking about. So he could be a relative of Cab Calloway. I wouldn't be surprised because all of these people correlate, right? Yeah, I don't know. Am I lagging? I don't know. Okay, y'all saying that I'm not lagging. I hope not, because that's messed up. Like, I don't know why it's showing that I'm so far back on my stream. But I hope that it's showing everything that I'm putting up. I wanted to look at one of these comments they said about Dame. I saw it, but I said I was gonna come back to it because I didn't want to stop what I was doing before. So Dame is Anthony Anderson. So no, I don't think he's Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson got a twin. I never did a video on him, but I showed that guy that played on that show, some hood dude from California that look exactly like, Anthony Anderson. I think Anthony Anderson, I forget what that other guy name is, but they definitely are the same people, or they doing some type of Tyrone clone incubator IVF with these people. These are incubator babies. You know what I'm saying? Where they all look alike, but they weren't born together. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all twins or something like that from the same DNA pool, cesspool, but they weren't raised together. But it doesn't make a difference because they share the same DNA cesspool of when they were making these people to put on the stage. They were born into it. They were born to perform for these people. Um, oh my God! Somebody said, "Wow, the screen is pausing." Somebody said they thought he was a Pisces. No, he's not a Pisces. I think he's a Libra. At first, I thought he was a Pisces too, because usually most of the people that I watch on YouTube, they end up being Pisces, and I'm like, yo, because I feel like since both my parents are Pisces, I just naturally get along with Pisces, and like I naturally like to listen. Like a Pisces like to like do the same thing. I think like most of the stuff that I do, I like Capricorns are not really like on TV much or whatever. So it's like I get this from my parents. I think like they're both Pisces, and Pisces are really good at like entertainment. I feel like they're really good at talking, to being on the show. A lot of people that I watch, they're Pisces, and they do great shows and they do great dialogue. So sometimes I feel like I get this from my parents, like while I'm up here doing all this dialogue, because they're really good at like having conversations about like important topics. Very, very well spoken people. But I'm pretty sure Dame is a Libra because he said it plenty of times. And that's why I said what I said about him and his wife, because I just was trying to joke about it. But yeah, somebody said, okay, we still here. But where somebody said something about Dane. I don't know where it went. I want to read all y'all comments, but I did want to talk about it because I don't want to stay on top. I want to stay on that topic of Dane. It's crazy. I saw one of your shows this guy this week. Who's an agent? Yisan? Who's an agent? You said it's crazy. I saw one show with this guy this week, and he is an agent. Who? I want to know. Um, Jasmine Townsend, I miss you. Happy birthday. Thank you, girl. Love you. Thank you for showing me some love. David, next up, I love you. Did your hair? Yes, and I did it myself. I always I know how to do hair, so I always usually do my own hair. I'm really good at doing hair. I really don't need nobody to do my hair. I'm really good at doing a lot. But some things I let other people do because it's like easier, like my nails and stuff. I'm gonna get my nails. I'm supposed to get my nails done tomorrow. And this is why I don't deal with black businesses. See, I'm jumping on topic. I'll wait. Hopefully I can come back to that. I don't want to jump on topic. Yeah, but I do most of my stuff myself. Thank you so much. Gray is definitely your color. Thank you so much. I'm surprised that you can see it's gray because my laptop, I see this camera in it, and I bought a new camera. I bought a CSR Canon, right? A Canon Rebel. Because I'm planning on trying to start vlogging. I wanted to try to maybe open a new channel or possibly do some type of membership and do vlogs. So I bought like a CSR camera. And hopefully when I get my PC, I could set the camera up so it could be a better visual. Because this fuzzy camera is not it. Like, I just don't like that it doesn't give no clarity at all. So hopefully I can get myself together in a couple months, in a month or two, and really like try to, make more videos and make more lives. That's my goal. Let's see what happens. A lot of monkey wrenches get thrown in my plans, but I always have a plan C, D, E, F, G. So I'm always going to keep going and trying to get to that goal. Yeah, so Lord of the Universe 13. What happened? Where's it going? Yeah, that is a big delay. Do y'all not see what the screen is showing? The screen is showing that it's on like a big delay. I hope that's not what y'all are seeing on y'all end. Like, I hope that's not where y'all at. Move this thing. Like, how do you move this? Like, why is it showing that? You see how, like, come on. Like, where's the X button to take this off? Like, what is this? Like, why is it there? Okay, good. Um, yeah, so Lord of the Universe 13 said, what up, though? Hey, what up? Um, okay, I think Capricorns talk a lot, especially the women. I think Capricorns talk a lot if they know you. If they don't know you, or if they don't met, like I wouldn't say not like you, because we don't care about liking, or we don't care about not liking somebody. That's energy that we're not going to put towards you. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to put our energy towards not liking you. But if we don't care for you, like if we don't want your company, we will have absolutely nothing to say. You would think that I don't even have a voice because I'll be that quiet. I'll be so quiet. You'll be looking like this girl is up to no good. She's sneaky. And it's like, literally, I just don't vibe with you. Like, it's just not there. And I'm not forcing it to be there. So we're just going to be quiet until I leave. But if I know you, ooh, me and my friends used to be on the phone for hours. Me and my friends used to be like talking about everything, like soap operas, everything getting talked about on that call, buddy. Nobody get left out. Like, if we know you, we talking about everything. It's Gossip City. Um, yeah, so I don't know how to say this. Is this like a different language? I'm seeing a relationship between Anthony Anderson and Dane Calloway is matching up for me. Okay, you really pressing that Anthony Anderson. I could pull up Anthony Anderson. I'm not seeing it. I'm not really seeing it. The storyline's got to match too. You got to understand that these two people's storylines are actually lining up. One is dying, one is coming to life. They both are doing the same kind of like sitting down in a chair. Like I'm telling you, everything when you watch the Wire and how that guy did his role, and you watch Dane, it's like literally watching the same people. If I put Anthony Anderson up, you're not going to get any of that. Anthony Anderson doesn't sit in a chair, and mind you, they all live in the same area. Dane Calloway lives in. Dan Calloway lives in. He lives in DC, right? DC on the map, right? He lives on DC, and Proposition Joe lives in Baltimore, right? So here we go. We got DC, we got Baltimore, right? And we already know what DC is. DC is District of Columbia, which is they got District of Columbia in Canada, they got District of Columbia over in Washington, over across by Alaska, they got DC, District Columbia. So these are the same people that's coming over and conquering, right? That's coming from South America, from Colombia, because Colombia has a lot of stone, a lot of limestone there. They have a lot of limestone in Colombia. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to show. Oh, Jesus Christ. They don't want me to be great. Like, why is it not showing the whole map? Let's just get the whole map up here. How about that? Because they don't want me to do what I'm trying to do. They keep like messing it up. Let me do this. I need a better laptop because I don't have the patience for this thing to be taking that long. Okay, so what are let's see the map of USA, right? Let's see. Oh. Okay, so y'all should be able to see this. So basically Proposition Joe is from Baltimore. And Dane Calloway is from DC. So they're right. Everything is core. Anthony Anderson lives all the way in Los Angeles, which doesn't really matter. But it's just nothing is connecting with Anthony Anderson. So I wouldn't even look any further because too many things are not aligning. When you come to Proposition Joe and Dane, a lot of stuff is aligning with them. Okay. Um, Down to the hairstyle, everything. Like it's just weird. And then when you watch how they talk and how they act, they literally sit in that same big chair, like a CEO chair. They both say, and I'm not saying that they like. It's just like I'm telling y'all, the character came to life. the Proposition Joe character came to life and became Dane Calloway. In my opinion, I really think that these people do something, or they're directly related. They could be. They're right in the same they're right in the same neck of the woods, living and being born and raised in the same area. Um, Somebody said, so Dane is in. Why y'all keep asking if he's Anthony Anderson? When did I ever say that? And why are y'all saying that? I'm gonna have to pull him up because y'all really saying that this guy is Anthony Anderson, and it's like, where y'all getting that from? This is why I'll be wanting y'all to call in. I'm gonna put the phone number up soon because y'all gonna have to explain that Anthony Anderson. Like, what? Y'all really think Anthony Anderson looks more like Dane than homeboy I'm showing y'all? And on top of that, this guy is literally a part of the everything is hitting. Anthony. Ooh, I don't know how to spell Anthony. Anthony Anderson. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Since he looks so much like Dane. He looked more like Dr. fucking Umar to me. Anthony Anderson pictures, all right? Let's go. Okay, I can see what y'all saying. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say he don't look nothing like him, right? But let's be honest. Let's just be honest. It's not giving what it's not. I wouldn't do a video on something like this. Like, I'm the type of person where everything gotta make sense. The storyline gotta make sense. The death of the person dying, and then the other person, the new character coming, like simultaneously at, like, it has to all make sense for me to make a video, to make a actual, like, to really take time and talk about it, like, because I really believe that these are the same people. So are you satisfied now with Dane and Anthony Anderson? No matter which Anthony Anderson we get, it's just like I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but it's not there. Like, it's something about his face and stuff that's not like his face. Like, it's not there. Like, y'all telling me this guy looks more like him than Proposition Joe? Like, no. I can't agree with that at all. I cannot agree with that at all. Like, no way. No way. Look at the mouth. Look at the mouths. Look at this mouth and look at this mouth. He kind of got like a little hole in his mouth. Like, look how he holds his mouth and look at the middle of his mouth like it's a little hole there. Dane does the same thing. Look at that little hole in the middle of his, like, he leaves his mouth a little perched. He leaves his mouth a little perched. Like, y'all kidding me. There's no way around it, bro. There's no way around it. And then the fact that this guy dies from heart failure, the same thing that the COVID, he comes out with the COVID. He comes out during the COVID scamming people. Everything aligns. Everything aligns. So I'm just going to stick with Proposition Joe. And we already know Anthony Anderson is playing another guy. But I just don't know how that guy name. So I'm not going to be able to look him up. I don't know that guy name. But he's like some hood version. He looked like some hood version of Anthony Anderson. And it's clear as day. If they not directly related, it got to be some weird shit going on. And they won't even say that they related. They be acting like they don't know what the hell we be talking about. Like, oh, I don't see it. You see it. Y'all look just fucking alike. So let me go over some more of these comments. Wow, the screen is pausing. Okay, I'm seeing everything playing now. Okay, thank God. I was seeing a breakdown of Cat Williams and Lil Wayne. One light, one dark. It was hard for me to see at first. 77 Truth Channel. I gotta look people up. I always tell you to drop channels for me because I haven't been finding much Truth Channels no more. Like, I used to come across a lot of Truth Channels, and it seems like all of them disappeared now. It's very hard for me to locate IMCs. I gotta literally go to his page to get his videos. Like, they doing a lot of stuff. They're trying to clean up the internet with the conspiracy people that is not a part of their cult. They don't want us to really be like seeing the light of day. And y'all gotta start learning how to like and share, or at least like the videos that you guys come across, so our videos could be pushed out more on the platform, so it could be, have more people see if they even want to watch it or not. They won't even promote it on YouTube if the likes are not there. So yeah, if right now, if you haven't liked it yet, please like my video. It's okay, we still here. Impersonation of before happy motherfucking happy motherfucking birthday. Real life guidance. Thank you. Um, they took. I don't want to. Who's this? What is he saying? Dane is being masky. At least I'm seeing him masky before. Even though photo in the thumbnail it seems very masky. Yeah, I think Dane is a. I think Dane had a little I think this guy had a little surgery because he's obviously supposed to be 52, and Dane don't look 52. So I think he did some type of plastic surgery, some type of like tightening of the face, some weight loss, did a lot of things to take on this new role. They talk the same as well. Absolutely, they everything about them. It's like every time I do a video, I've done enough research to be like, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't adding up. They gotta make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? They gotta make that make sense. They all can't be looking and acting just alike. And all these people made it to Hollywood and all of them are on TV. It's like, how? How is that possible? That is not reality. That is not reality. They gotta come up with some type of other lie because I'm not falling for that. They gotta come up with something. Tell us anything, but we not related and we don't know what you're talking. Tell us something else. Because that's not gonna work no more. That's not gonna fly with us. We're no longer letting y'all get away with that. No. Tell us what y'all doing or we're not supporting or watching y'all no more. Period. Like we don't want to have nothing to do with y'all no more. So somebody else said, welcome back. Yo, my so far waiting. I'm finding so far. Happy birthday, Sister Stay. Beautiful. Thank you, Gloria SB. Thank you so much. That's appreciated. My birthday was January 5th. Ow! Birdie and Fancy. Brr! Keep our fucking names out your mouth. Yes. Birdman Fancy said my birthday was January 5th. Happy birthday. Been watching for a while. So yeah, that's right. Keep our names out your mouth. What? If you want to see a Capricorn get upset, you can do whatever you want in life. You can say whatever you want, do whatever you want. We do not care. I just want to move away from you. I got other things. I want to eat. I want to eat well. I want to watch a good show. Like nobody's thinking about you at all. People be acting weird. I be looking like, ooh, that's a you problem. Let me move away so it don't become a we problem because I don't want you up in my space. But if you do want to get us upset, you do want to get us to that point, play with our money, or put my name in your mouth, or come into my corner, come into my square, bro. You step in my square, you're not getting out of that square untouched. Like, don't ever come in my fucking space. Don't ever come in my fucking space acting weird. I'm not even talking to nobody doing that. Any kind of aggressive anything coming towards me is getting touched. I'm not talking about anything. I don't give a fuck who you is, bro. Like that's dead. But anyway, yeah, Birdman, brrr, don't put out. Watch him out. What he say? What he was saying? He was like, yeah, he was like, you and you and you too. He told all of them, even Angela Yee. He was like, yeah, you and you. She was looking like, yes, you and you, bitch. Keep my name out your mouth. Straight up. Put some respect on my name. So what's the point of your bank account? The point of my bank account was I'll be buying Tumu and I'll be copping DH and my bank account thanks me for it. Try to do that. Try to get you one. Okay? Try to get you a bank account that's looking decent because you're not spending stupidly, honey. I just like to back it up like it's no joke. Like you're literally gonna save a lot more money. That if you're the type of person that like to get fly, like to buy things, and you still want to buy things that's cute, you could shop on Temu and D-Gate, and don't worry about people being upset that you didn't go directly to a store with high retail price that's going to give you the same printout. They got the same skeleton key. What I mean by skeleton key is you're not going to be able to get the same exact design unless somebody gave you the skeleton design to it. So they had these places have the design. Really, they be having the design duplicating to a T, which means that they have the design skeleton. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like the skeleton to that design. It's just going to be using different material because it's going to be a different price point. But you're still going to get the same exact style that you were attracted to. So if you had a brain, you wouldn't care about quality over the same, oh, I'm going to get it because it's better quality. How many times do you plan on wearing this? That would be my question. If you plan on wearing it every day, yes, go get the best quality version. But if you plan on just wearing outfits, I wear outfits and I never ever put them back on. I wear some stuff. I got shoes and all kinds of real shoes, real bags that I probably wore once or twice because it's like, who's wearing it so many times? Like, just because I paid a lot of money don't mean I want to wear it every day just to get my money's worth. So why not shop more strategically? Everything that's being duplicated is not good quality, but then you could get some duplicated pieces that it's like, bruh, it's no real difference. It's no real difference until this is a great duplicate. And I love the fact that I'm paying not even a fraction of the price. So yeah, that's the point. Hopefully that could make sense to you. If not, then continue on. No one's stopping anyone from how they are budgeting their life. None of my business how you budget. Um, if you can afford, then go on and do your thing. If you can afford, you got a great home, you got a great house, you own it, you don't have to worry about, because even if you have a house and a home, if you're mortgaging and you're paying, then put a lot more on it, put extra money on it. Instead of spending $500, $1,000 on this, put more money towards your mortgage so you could be an owner and do other, you know what I'm saying? So that's the point. The point is that we want to be smarter here on this channel. Okay, we want smart people here. Okay. Somebody said he looked like E40. Okay. There we go. Now I could work with that. That might be a third fucking character, and I will have to look into it. I will have to look into E40's business because I know he's from California, but that don't mean nothing. They don't mean that they don't have to be from the same place. They could all be playing the same role. E40, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I would have to look into seeing their business first. I would have to read into his profile and see like how he was raised and things like that, because it's giving. It's a little bit there, but it's I'm telling you, this it's no going around this. This is the thing is, it's no going around this. That's the videos I do. It's no going around that. He gonna have to explain that. That's my point. My point is he gonna have to explain that video. Period. He gonna have to explain Proposition Joe. I hope somebody gets this to Dane and he could figure it out. Slow down, Ma. Dame is not Donald. It's two different lifestyles. No, his Queen's Yomai. I just googled it. They said that his Dane's real name is Donald. I don't know. It's really hard to find information on Dane because he's like a YouTuber. He's not like a celebrity in movies and stuff. So hopefully I can find more information to see his real name. But from what it said Donald, right? And this is probably his stage name, Dane. And his stage name is Dane because when you look up Dane, right? Like, you look up Dane, the dog, like a dog, right? What's them shits called? It's called a Great Dane. A Great Dane. Okay? A great, like the great, right? Like Great Dane. Oh, they were showing it. They was already showing it, right? So the Great Dane is like a Mastiff dog, right? A Mastiff dog. A Mastiff dog is basically where we're getting our cane corsos, our our Great Danes, our pit bulls. You know, it all comes from like the Mastiff breed. They're all Mastiff breeds. But the Great Dane, right? The Great Dane is a German. It's a German breed, all right? It's a German breed. And all this biblical stuff. And if you follow like biblical things and history, who has been attacking us? Who's been on our backs? You know what I'm saying? The Germans, right? The Nazis, the people that go like this. They go like this or whatever. They go like this, right? And I believe that a lot of these people that infiltrate us, are coming from Italy, Germany. Do I have to put the map back up? Let's put Europe. Europe on the map. Europe. Okay, do you see Germany? You got You got the Russians, you got Greece, you got the Moroccos, you got the Portuguese, Spanish. This is all these people, right? So when you think of Dane, when he's in Iceland, when you think of Dane, it's like, okay, so these are the people these are the people that came from hand over Germany, acting like they royalty or whatever, but their royalty don't mean nothing in America. But yet here they are ruling us. We gotta worry about people from another country ruling us when we supposed to be in our own right. You see what I'm saying? So Dane is a part of that takeover coming over here. John Smith, John Joseph Stewart, whatever they want to call it, drug dealer, coming with the drugs, the coke. You know, these people are all Coca-Cola heads, right? It's all correlating. And they all boils down to Mexico and Canada too. They took over Mexico, they took over Canada. These are the same people. But I'm not going to get into that. My computer is not good enough to be all over the place, and I'm not really trying to be all over the place. But you can see that the Dane name is a fake name anyway. All these names, just like the person, Proposition Joe name is Robert Chew, and he eats a lot. And then we got Dane Calloway, and Dane is a German. It's like a German dog, so he's like an infiltrator. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, if y'all don't believe that they are giving these people names to match their character, then you're slow. And most of these characters, they're coming from the original people that started this. Like they're just playing the role of people that already existed. They're playing these people are signing contract and playing the role of these, just like when actors are playing the role of other people, right? And Taraji P. Henderson said, like, oh, when you take these roles upon you, it could like change you as a person because you're taking upon this character into your soul, and it's like you become this person that you were paid to play. You see what I'm saying? So they're kind of telling you that. They're kind of telling you that, hey, their souls are intertwining with the roles that they're playing. And then when they're in Hollywood, them themselves are a contracted character. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, that's like, you gotta really be into all this information. You gotta know a lot of information to really make it make sense. And a lot of people understand what I'm saying. Like a lot of stuff is coded, Da Vinci coded. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand that the names and the where these people are living and how they keep the fake characters all in one circle, like the friends, everything, so it doesn't get confusing or they don't mess up. So they keep them in the same circle, keep everything very similar, so it won't be too difficult to transition into the characters. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 100% correct, but let's be honest. Capricorns are fucking correct a lot. Like, we are really fucking, because we do a lot of research before we even speak. Like, I would never just come out of nowhere and be like, blah, 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 if I didn't do a lot of research before I said something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be right. I like to be right. So I don't want to just say anything. Richard Porter Jr. said, yo. Yi-san said, you rang. What you mean? What you mean by that? Ellie Brown, hey, okay, y'all saying y'all speaking to each other in the chat. That's cute. When I be in people's chats, I be communicating with people in the chat too. So that's what the chat is for. That's why I come live. Because when I used to join, I remember, what was that guy name? He don't fear nothing. He don't fear something. Something I don't fear something. He don't fear. I would have to look at it. I know I'm probably still subscribed to his channel. Something fear. Like, he don't fear. But he used to go live a lot. And a lot of people his live used to be jumping. So I would like my live. That's why I go live. Like, I want people to be corresponding with each other in the live. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I used to do in their lives. I used to be all in their lives, talking to everybody. So I'm glad that you guys are, getting along and talking, or even, whatever you guys want to say with each other. This is what the live is for. The live is so we can all have an opinion. Dane is an agent. Well, that's what I feel like I'm confirming. Like, I feel like a lot of people are saying it, and I'm trying to confirm it. I'm trying to like confirm what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? With this Dane character. And why he has such a big platform. You know what I'm saying? I just like to show people that you don't get a big platform being a regular person. It's not in the stars. It's not in the stars. You gotta be a part of something. You gotta be a part of contract. They're born into it. Dane Calloway already said something about his grandmother. Once they start saying, "Oh, my grandmother" or "Oh, my father," then you already know how it got passed down to them. Those are the people that were key into passing it down to them. When they mention whatever, like a grandparent or a father, they'd be like, "Oh, well, my father or my," it's always. And I know Dane was talking about his grandmother, like his grandmother was a part of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we're not shocked that he is following footsteps. Um, Oh, thank you so much, Kay Harris. She said, I look beautiful. Thank you so much. I try to look I try to put myself a little together for y'all. I don't want to scare y'all. You know what I'm saying? When I get ready for bed, I'm not trying to come up when I start getting ready for bed. I don't want to scare nobody now. Um, have you seen, wait a second, did I skip? You fine as always. Oh, thank you so much, Esco Brooklyn. Esco. I appreciate that. Oh, I know my little sister. Who that? Who? Oh, I know my little. Who's that? Oh, maybe you talking to somebody in the chat, right? Afro Tech Future. I like that name. You're amazing and super beautiful. Support black businesses like mine. Okay, support. Definitely support. If you have like a link, drop it in the chat. What do you have? What kind of business do you got going on? Is it here? Um, Okay, now y'all gassing me. They like, oh, you beautiful, you beautiful. Y'all gassing. Um, I love you, style. Thank you so much. Oh, this thing, you see how they keep trying to put up, like, what is this? Let me see if I can get out of it. Okay, good. Have Afro Tech Future said, have you seen Killers of Flower Moon on Apple TV? Yeah, I want to see that movie. That's what Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And Leonardo DiCaprio, certain celebrities play certain kind of biblical roles. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of them. He always plays a role that got something to do with history. Always. And it's not by, that's why his name is Leo. Because the Leo, August, like Augusto, Georgia, Augusto, August, George, John, it all correlates together. So it's like Leonardo DiCaprio is playing the white version of whatever happened in history. He always is going to be in one of those kind of movies. And just picture whatever he plays, whatever role he plays, it might have been a black man playing that role. Because he's definitely whitewashing whatever role he's playing. He definitely whitewashes it. But yeah, I haven't seen it. Tell me if you're still here. Tell me in the comments, how was it? Like, what was it like? Like briefly, what was it about? I would love to read that because I don't have Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV. I can't get all the apps. I would love to get Prime, Apple TV, all that because they got a lot of good. It seems like they got a lot of shows up there, and there's a lot of like coded shows, like a lot of coded kind of shows that I would love to watch. But I just can't get every app. Like it's just starting to get. I got cable. I got Netflix. I got like what other stuff I got? I got like a couple of apps. Like I feel like right now I'm at capacity with the monthly apps. But I will if I could figure out how to watch it, I will. I do want to see it. I don't see it on my screen. What's up, Candace? Mike Check Mag said, "What's up? Are you related to Mag? The True Dallas Mafia? I like Mag, even though Mag is from wherever he's from. It's still all love with the black community. You know what I'm saying? I like all black people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they're not. I just don't like that some black people that's not from here infiltrates us. And that's the issue that I have. I don't like the infiltrators that come here. But other than that, I love all black people. I'm rooting for everything black, like Issa Rae. She's a January Capricorn as well. We love black. Everything black, I'm rooting for, buddy. But yeah, are you related to Mag? Cause he was funny. He'd be like, "So you gonna believe that? Do you believe that?" That's what Mag used to always say. He used to have me cracking up. Like, so you do believe that? Um, Yeah, so I just want to go over these comments and then I'm going to kind of go into Cat Williams and call it a day. But movers, the righteous mover, you said you need to learn PowerPoint. I've tried to do PowerPoint on here before. I do PowerPoint for a living. I do PowerPoint. I know how to do PowerPoint. I work on a computer for a living. So I definitely know how to utilize PowerPoint. I can't use PowerPoint when I have such a hard time on this nutcase laptop. This laptop is compromised because I do YouTube. They done tore my laptop up a long time ago. So I am not wasting my time doing PowerPoint when I have a lot of glitches. I know you're probably like, oh, you're doing all these things now. I'm only doing all these things now on this show. But usually on my lives, I don't even deal with moving around. It usually just be me in the chat in my phone. I usually don't even deal with the computer because the computer is weird. It does whatever it wants. It takes forever. Today it's been acting decent. But I don't even utilize. I'm not utilizing nothing on this laptop. I'm transitioning on something else. And when I transition on something else, I might use PowerPoint. But it's really no point in using PowerPoint because I'm not really giving no lecture. I'm not really giving no information. I'm just showing like conspiracy theories where you have to see video. You want to see how, like, if I had a good working computer, I would be showing how they talk alike. I would be showing their voices. But I'm not doing all of that on this. It's just too difficult. Way too difficult. I used to do it on my iPad. I used to do a split screen and show them talking at the same time, showing their mannerisms. I used to do a really good job with the iPad showing they did something happened to my iPad. It blanked out. All kinds of stuff is happening here. And I don't think it was by accident. I think they know how to mess with your electronics. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But thanks for the suggestion. Thanks for the suggestion, I guess. Somebody, Lord of the Universe 13 said on some Be More shit, you on it says, yeah, they off in the same area. I mean, it's not like I don't see how they not related or something. And Dane could let us know if they related, then they related. But it's just too identical. We're not talking about look-alike. I'm talking about the same exact person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the same exact goddamn person coming in here with a disguise on. You see what I'm saying? Or you lost weight, you did a little bit different. You did a little bit of something to your face. You know what I'm saying? Like you did a facelift or you tighten your skin. Um, Styles Horn said I already like your video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate whoever likes because YouTube does not I never shows I remember like one or two times I saw my video on suggestions. So YouTube never suggests my videos and it's because I probably don't got a lot of views, so it's not I'm never gonna get a lot of likes, but the most likes um could get me on the suggestion the suggestion list, like so other people could come across videos that they may not know exist and they want to watch it. They want to watch some real stuff. They don't want to watch a bunch of scripted reality shows. They don't want to watch a bunch of scripted YouTubes. All these YouTubers are scripted. All these young kids, you see all the young kids that's coming up, they all related. The DDG guy, all the DDG guys, family members. It's like 1,000 cousins. Then you got J Cinco, all related, like all friends, all related to DDG. You got Deshaun. He was already an actor on TV. They're all related. They all corresponded. They're all West Indian and Spanish, Mexican. Mexican, Black. Like they all infiltrators. They're all infiltrators. They all a part of the same community. They do all these fake little YouTube skits. They all fake skits. None of these people probably even mess them. They all act like they date each other just for the views. Like, oh, I'm dumped this one. I'm bet like Medici and Deshay's sister, Brooklyn Frost. Like all these young people that's coming on the scene now are all scripted characters. They're all just doing this for the job. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the boy Jay Cinco was blowing up a lot of information about Brooklyn Frost's mother because he was like, I had to pay her $5,000 a month to date her daughter because she was doing the editing. She gave him the platform. He got the platform through her. She basically put him on. You gotta get a wing, and she was that wing for him. So don't they had to date for like a year and a half to have some whack breakup and a bunch of relationship. This all script is all fake. So anyway, if y'all think anything y'all seeing with a bunch of views is real, I pray for y'all. Or you're a part of the you're a part of it. You're a part of the takeover of the immigrants coming over here, taking over and becoming us. Like they're becoming us or whatever. And we never existed. That's been the war from day one. From the first very war, they've been trying to become us and eliminate us, extinct us. Like they want the Indians to really be extinct in real life. In real life, these Indians supposed to be extinct. But nobody else in the world ever became extinct except them. Like coincidence, right? That these people that had it all no longer exist, really to a point. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's beside the point. Nothing you watching is real. All the real channels they don't get big platforms. So, and it's because they're showing real views in real time. And if I get more views, they're not going to show that because they don't want our platform to go anywhere because they want managers involved. They want this involved. They want to make sure you're not saying, you know what I'm saying? So it all comes with a contract. But anyway, let's finish. I want to get through the comments because I know the last live I was ignoring the comments and I felt very bad. So this portion of the video is all about y'all at this point. I just want to go through the comments and then we'll get back on track. So Style Horn said he's from Oakland. He looks like him. Oh, you're talking about E40. Yeah, E40 is given possibly masked up. Like he got a lot of extra stuff. I don't know. But it is given triplets now. It is given triplets. Anthony Anderson, I can't. Like it's too much. His face and everything is not there. And it's a lot of other things that's going on. He already has a twin and they look just like face, everything. So I can't. But with E40, you might be on to something. J.E. Lou said, yo, I missed the East Coast. Oh, come back then. Birdman Fancy, yes, we could see. Okay, good. Thank you for responding. J.E. Lou says, so are you saying Dan Calloway is a plant? Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to prove here. When he wanted to bring up his money grab, buying land in North Carolina for what? What are we doing that for? Like we are trying to figure out how to take all of our stuff back. And if we cannot get all of our stuff back, then we need to boycott supporting these people, period. Because all that $1 million land, trillions of dollars of land and infrastructure is the banks. It's literally the banks. Because none of them are in the bloodline to own it. So all of this stuff is owned by the banks. Now if y'all don't like none of the people that is the bloodline to this land is not alive anymore to the point where they have to have all of it in the bank. So we basically buying houses and getting land from the bank when it was already owed to us through bloodline. That's what we trying to focus on. We're not trying to get a money grab like Dane and buy some land in North Carolina and start all over. No, thank you. Like, the hell? Our ancestors been here from, like, day one, 1500s or whatever, building and making plans and architecture and then executing all these beautiful infrastructures that is worth millions of dollars for us. They did all that for us to have. They didn't do all that for some people to come over here and put a bunch of laws and codes and all these they signing everything for the Chinese. Joe Biden signing for the Chinese, signing for they didn't do all that for people to come here and by paperwork take everything away from us by paperwork, and not properly giving us. So same with African Americans, they're not properly diagnosing our background properly. They're doing anything to put us on Africa. But if you have a brain, right? If you have a brain, all these white people be like, go back to Africa to everybody that's black. But if you have a brain, you'll see that black people are from all over the world. Black people are from all over the world, bro. So if all these black people from all over the world were to try to go back to Africa, right? Say if all these black people, you see what I'm saying? This stuff don't want to work. So say these people that come from, these people, they literally come from Solomon's Island, right? Solomon Island is where the boa and the jackin, right? The Solomon boa and the jackin, right, is over here creating. Remember, I showed y'all who origin from here. We have Caucasians, Melanesians. Who else was on the list? It was a bunch of people. It was like 5 different groups that are originating from here, from Papua New Guinea, from Australia, and then they migrated up here, India. Then from India and Turkey, this is when they start to become European. They start to become Europe. The same people that were once like whatever this is, like a town, I don't know, like the original people that came over here, they looked like Italian is the best way I could describe them. They looked very Italianish, right? They all come from here. Then they start to intermix with black and all that. So you got the Indians intermixing with black, you get Indian, you get in Turkish, and then you're starting to get colder. It gets colder and colder, and the color starts to become more white, right? Like they start to become more white than Arab and Indian and Italian, right? And this comes from where? From South America. These same people from South America these people were all together. The West Africa, and that's why they always say, "Oh, you come from West Africa," because West Africa and these people correlate. These people come over here. They don't come over here. These people come over here, and they showed how the water, when they started to get the water, the current takes them this way. So the current was taking them. These are black Spaniards. See, I can't maneuver with this computer. This computer is annoying. That's why I don't even bother with it. The computer, I mean, the people, they went this way. That's why you got Africa, you got Mother Gaskin, you got all these black people because they traveled from here to here. It all started from up here. Everything started from up here. And then one person went one way and another person went one way. You see what I'm saying? And then we went this way. We came all the way up here and then landed out here. We landed all out here. This is all us, right? And then boom, we skidded out here. Some people went this way. Okay? And that's where you get the Russian, the Tarzanian, whatever you call it, Tataria. You got the black like Jay. Remember I showed you Jay-Z, Uncle, and all them? They are black Russians, bro. They are all from like Morocco, or these are all black Germans, whatever, right? So now you got these same black people. All these people are black at this time, bro. We become red. They stay black. They start to get on our nerves. They get exiled. They get exiled to the islands. They come to this is like in the 1600s. They go to the islands. Black people, black Caribbeans. They go into the islands now, right? They got exiled. Now, these same black Caribbeans start to come to Cuba, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all that. Then they end up coming back to the mainland, in like the 1700s, they was exiled, then they ended up coming back to the mainland. And that's where you get Brazil, Belize, Honduras, El Salvador's, Panamanians, you got the Colombians, you got the Grenadians. These are all South American people. These people are from America, right? From South America. You got all these black Spanish people, right? That's where you get the big black noses and, they got them statues. So these are these same people, after they came and did all that in America, Russia, this was already here. This was already established. This area was already established. This is the circle of life up here. The North Pole. I would have to do a different angle. I can't do all that today. But if you Google enough poll, they'll show you a different way where you can see the circle of life, where it's like Asia, Canada, all that, then you get into like the royalty of like Victoria in Canada, like Victoria, Margaret, Edward, all in Canada, right? And then you got the royalty that was in America on this side. Now we two people are beefing. These I don't know what to call them, French, Caribbean, whatever you want to call them. We were beefing with these people. You see the split? You see the split right here? These people made this split so it could be easier for them to get back and forth from this black area of Germany, France, handover. They come in to Quebec. And I'm not going to do this whole history thing. I'm just not. I've done this 1,000 times. So anyway, they come from all over here. They fill up. We all got all this infrastructure. Everything is already in place in South and North America. And they spread their butts out. They start to travel. Like Biggie Smalls said, he's been around the world, right? So they start to go around the world. And they land over here and start doing mad stuff. This is where Caucasians, all these people start to become born, right? New Zealand is the end of the earth. This is the last stop. New Zealand is the last stop. A lot of white people, a lot of Caucasian people are from there, right? So these are where you get all these people from. Caucasians, Arabs, all these people start to come and form in here. Because remember, China was the last place to fill up. So this is not this area is more filled up over in this area. This area was filled out already. They started spilling out and filling up this area. Okay? If that makes any sense. I don't even know how I got to this. I don't even know what was my point of getting to this. But as you can see, all these people came from here. Then they started to travel up. Then they came and double backed. They double backed on us. They came back over here like, surprise! Hey! Then they came back over here. The Dutch people act like they was black by themselves. But then they brought these people with them. They brought the Amsterdam people with them. All these white people came over here like, oh, we out here. They came down the Alchapisha Mountains. This is the whole 13th colony, the whole Alchapisha Mountain going down our 13 colony. This is where they traveled down. They wanted to see all of what we done. They all came down here sweating us. Okay? And we take over the whole turtle thing, right? This whole turtle thing, and then it goes all the way out here too, from like California, this and that. Most of this stuff up here belongs to these people. These people that come up this way. And they have more control over this whole area, British Columbia, Seattle, Washington, all of this is them. And that's why a lot of white people live there, because wherever they at, they let their white people that they deal with come in those areas. Like, oh, come in this area, come in this area. Come in Canada, come in Mexico, come over here, come to the outskirts. Because they can't really beat us up because we all from here. And they trying to eat us up. A whole bunch of massacres occurred, a bunch of killing, genociding us. And they say that these are Indians, but the Indian pictures that they show us, those Indians are really from here. These people are not from here. We don't have no real slavery stories about this side of the town. We only have real slavery stories about this side of the town. So, history is real. They just whitewashed it. They just changed people names around, and people, they making you think it's one people when it's really just Negroes. They want to get rid of us. They want to eliminate us. So let me finish the comments. How you is Dane? How you is Dane? What you trying to say? How I'm saying Dame is an agent? I'm saying Dame is an agent because of a lot of things. He just gives off the fact that he's trying to like collect money. It always, these people always find a way to come up with some type of like fundraiser. So just off the fundraiser alone screams Young Pharaoh, all the people that do fundraisers, Angela Stanton, all of them. And Dane is now a part of it. And from what I heard, Dane already did like a grab money scam already at the beginning of I wasn't following him then. But here he goes again trying to do a money grab. So yeah, that's very agent-like behavior. Mike Checkmax said everybody in Hollywood is working for the enemy. Yeah, they're contracted. They're always looking for an agent. Like when they're not in contract, they're considered a free agent. and they always want to be in contract. And when they're in contract, they are very much an agent because you cannot do anything, you can't say anything. You gotta whatever we see on TV that these celebrities are doing, that's what the people they work for want them to do. When you see Blueface and all these people acting a fool, don't you see when you see Christian and them, sometimes they come out of character and they talk very intelligent. Do you not catch that? Do you not catch how some of these ratchet people, when they come out of character, sometimes they sound very intelligent, and then they catch themselves and then they go back to being, oh, I'm retarded and dumb and I want to go to jail, like, because that's what they're supposed to be promoting with their platform. They're not supposed to be promoting nothing smart or nothing that's going to get you to a better place. They want to get you to jail so they can make money. They want you to get you to on drugs so they can make money. They want you to get you, so this is what these celebrities and all these people are getting paid for. So when we see these people acting stupid, going to jail, like, why are all these celebrities going to jail? They are not gangsters. These people swear they're gangsters. They swear to this. They swear to that. No, they're not. None of these people are. Cat Williams is coming from a great background home. Like, most of these people have those same stories. They all come from great backgrounds. They are not outside like that. These people are paid operatives. They are already knowing what they are here for. None of these people are confused. They are all like part of like a church cult and whatever the hell, whatever military is. It's very obvious. If y'all don't see it, then y'all might be one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can think of. Is like, if y'all don't see the infiltration, it's because you're not the person that's being infiltrated. You're a part of the group that's doing the infiltration. Like, you're probably a Caribbean or something like that where you don't get it. But when you're an American Negro and you have these people who harass you from generations to generations, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about, because we have to deal with these people coming over here harassing us and making it seem like we're African and we this and that. Oh, that's what I was trying to show y'all. If we was all African, we wouldn't be able to fit. We wouldn't even be able to fit. Like these people were saying, like, oh, all of us go to Africa, right? So if all of us go to Africa, right? If all these black people, right? And whatever black people that may be here or wherever, I don't know wherever else they telling us, do they tell y'all to go back to Africa and other countries? Like, when black people are from here, do they tell y'all to go back to Africa? Because I never heard of that. I never heard of people telling black people from here to go back to Africa. But I'm not sure. But even if so, right? Because they always telling us to go back to Africa, right? If all black people from here, all black people from here, all black people from here go back to fucking Africa, it would not be able to fit us. Africa is not big enough to fit all of those black people. This Africa is right here. This is Africa. This little part right here. Africa is connected to the Middle East, Arab, Turkey, German, England, Europe, London is connected to China, is connected to a lot. So Africa is not that big. Africa is very small. When you think of Africa, you got Egypt, Sudan, and a lot of these people are not fully black. A lot of these people are not fully black. They are mixed with Asian. So when you telling all these black people, you're gonna tell all these black people, all these black people to come back to this small little spot. All of us will not be, the capacity will not be able to hold all of us. So that's how you know that they're just saying to go back to Africa and being very racist. Like, they're just being very racist people. Because all of us can't even fit in Africa. Like, all of these black people cannot go into that small space of Africa, what you call Africa. So they're just being pieces of shit to us, because they know that if all of us black people spread out like that, we never could have been like some small group from Africa and then just spread it out. So if we was able to spread out like that in America, in South and North America, we should have been able to spread out like that in this area as well. But when you look at this area, majority of these people are not black. These people are not black. These people are not, like, we have black people here, but the majority of these people are white. Majority of these people are Arabs. Majority of these people are Russians and Asians. So how y'all gonna say all of these people that's colored, all these colored people from north to south, all came from this small area, but we weren't able to spread out in this whole area? all white people who spread, like, that don't make no sense. We should be very much filled out here, and all the white people and stuff should have been filled out here. If we were all from directly here, we should have spilled all out here first before we could have ever filled up the North and the South of America. Like, come on, have a fucking brain at some point. So telling us to go back to Africa is just being racist as hell, because can't no way all these black people from America be from that one little spot. And all those people from Africa, in the area of Africa, like Europe, all that stuff that's connected to Africa, why isn't it all black people? Since we're from there, we should fill out that area. We should have filled it out. But yet it's a bunch of white people and Asian people over there. It's way more Asian and white people over there than black people. And the black people that are over there are mixed with Asian. So you got to make it make sense. Like, and then when you look at American Negroes, we don't got Asiatic features. That's what makes us pure breeds. That's why when I showed y'all the information in Google, when it talks about pure breeds, it even named states and stuff that you could be from, where pure breeds are from. They said Tennessee, the whole 13 colonies, or the South, all pure breeds, because we don't have Asiatic descent in us. The Asiatic starts to come in after you guys start going towards the Caribbean and stuff like that. That's when the Asiatic, I already showed y'all, when it gets to South America, they start to become Asian. Like, it'd be black Asians back there. So, you know what I'm saying? You could kind of see the transition period. It's very easy to see that transition. Without the Asian, we wouldn't even have a Caucasian. You understand what I'm saying? You got to mix a black person with an Asian to get a Caucasian. So how dare the Caucasian act like you got to mix a Caucasian with an African to get us? Like, that's embarrassing for them to even say, because they wouldn't even exist without black people and an Asian person being here. They would not exist. And they made it seem like we won't exist without them. No, you have to go through us to get here. We don't go through you. We would still be here without the Caucasian. So, you know what I'm saying? The Caucasian would not be here without the black person. The black person had to become the Asian to create all these white people in between the colors. Everything in between the black Asian and the white Asian is what you got over in Africa. You got all them intermixed people over here. And when they come over here and intermix, when the Asian comes over in America to intermix, they start to make Spanish, Puerto Rican, this and that, because we're not Asiatic. So that's why Puerto Ricans and stuff don't look Asiatic. They don't have Asiatic features except for their hair. They don't have the eyes and the this and that, because that's Asian people mixing in with us Negroes. You see what I'm saying? They're white. They were whitewashing us. They already told you they was going to Chile. They was going into the South America, Latin America, and they were whitewashing Latin America and the Caribbeans. They didn't really get a good. They had to go to war with us. They were going to war with us. I don't know where these Indians and underwears will fit into that storyline, and that's how you know they're just saying anything, because you never heard of them saying those Indians were from South Carolina, North Carolina, New York. You never heard them say that. They used to just say they're from America. That could be anywhere. America goes all the way to Brazil. You see what I'm saying? To Chile and all of that. So where from America these Indians are from? You know, these so-called Indians with that, like, where? Because they're not from the area that everybody's fighting over. Everybody's fighting over the part we're from, because we put in a lot of work. We're geniuses. We're very creative. We made choo-choo trains. We made castles. We're very imaginative, and we make it actually happen. And that's why our men are considered gods. You know, they're God's sons. They're God's sons, because you got to be a creator. You got to be you got to be a hard worker and stuff to establish what we got here. The foundation, the founding fathers of America, of Northeast. I don't think we're North America. I think everything's backwards. I think Chile and stuff is north, and we really south. But that's another day for another. The whole reversal thing is another day. Yeah. Let me try to keep moving. So JE said, "What's up out in what's up out in NYC?" I don't know what you mean by that. What's up? Ain't much going on out here. It's not much to do. It's It's just like a lot of people just be trying to get money really at this point. A lot of people don't be hanging out like that no more. People used to be, New York used to be a vibe. You used to be able to be outside from day to night, coming in the house smelling like outside. Like people used to be outside all day, just chilling, having a great time. I don't think because of technology and stuff, I don't even think people really do that anymore. Where they're like make it. We had to go outside to entertain ourselves. People don't have to entertain themselves outside no more, so it's not like that no more. But people definitely is trying to get money out here. Like that's one thing New York, you can't take away from New York is people be out here trying to get that money. But do people really be chilling and like is people hanging out like family? Like it's not really like that no more. Everybody acting real oppy, real jumpy and jittery. But people out here getting that money though. You can get some money out of it. So Stylehorn said they all agents, absolutely. Stylehorn also said Deshae Frost is playing a different role. Okay, who you think? I just started coming across these new young kids, and I'm just like I might do because I might start doing stuff on them because I feel like I did everybody from like our age group and older. So now I'm starting to see they got the new kids coming in, the new wave of like 20-year-olds or whatever. So I might start doing little like researches on them. You know what I'm saying? So I might look into Deshae character. I know that he was already an actor before he started doing YouTube. And he makes a lot of money on YouTube streaming. He does his own streaming channel or something like that. But anyway, yeah, tell me who you think so I could try to look into it. Because I just started to really get into these young kids. Like I haven't really done much research on them, but I do know that everything that they do is scripted. Like it's like improv. Like I wouldn't want to say scripted. It's like improv, but they know they are very real. They are very rare. They are very aware of what they display on their videos. Like they have to be very pranky. You have to be, and this is like very Asian. It's like very Asian to be very like doing all these pranks and doing all this. YouTube love that because YouTube is probably owned by Asians, and Asians want you to be pranking. They want you to be promoting a bunch of like um promiscuous, like everybody's sleeping with everybody's just getting tossed around, nobody's really trusting nobody because everybody's cheating. Like YouTube loves stuff like that. So if you want to be successful in YouTube, just be a cornball that plays too much, that pranks all day, or be a person that's okay with like being a man but making fun of women by putting women shitty wigs on and making it seem like all black women are just horrendous and making fun of it. Like, like stupid stuff, disgusting stuff like that I cannot do. I'm not going to do that for $1. These people are willing to do. And if you want to be successful in YouTube, that's what they expect. That's the kind of material that they want to sponsor. They will give you the views. You'll get a check from them because that. And then on top of that, you got to be a part of an agency and stuff. So they want to make sure that you are going to give the content that they want anyway. So most of these people are part of agencies and stuff like that, and they all do the same kind of pranks and skits. Like if you haven't noticed, they all do the same kind of videos. Young people just like them because when you're young, you just like what you like. You don't care about the 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 effect it may have on you in the future. You might not understand what they're doing to you until you get older. But young people just want to be cool and they want to see the cool kids wear cool things. And these people that's on platforms are very much aware that they have to present the new clothes and these people most likely they don't even buy it. Like most of these people get it for free because they know that they're promoting it for regular people to spend their hard-earned money on that stuff. So most of the celebrities get most of their stuff for free, but they're the platform, they're like the commercial to sell it to regular people. So that's their job. They know that that's their job to influence. They're called influencers now. They're literally telling you that they're skits, that they're fake. And all these celebrities be like, oh, that was fake when I was doing that. Like, it was fake. Like, now they can just literally tell y'all and y'all still will watch it. Y'all still want to watch it. They be like, oh, like, say Love and Hip Hop. Oh, that was fake. I wasn't even dating Safari, or that wasn't real. That was a skit just so we could do that season. and y'all gonna tune in next season. Like, come on, like that's weird. So if y'all like fake shows, then watch fake reality shows. Then watch fake reality shows. Like, watch. I don't care. But everybody, not only are y'all aware, they're telling you now. They're telling you that they're like, yo, this stuff is fake. What's the name? Birdman Fancy said, what's the name of the older black gentleman that does the truth videos? The one with the missing teeth? I don't know. I don't know too many truth videos, but the people that I mentioned. So I told y'all already. If y'all got other channels, put it in the chat. Somebody suggested a channel to me before in the chat, and I could not find that person page. If the people that you want to promote, like to say, hey, check this person's page out, you would have to put the link with it. Because if they're like a small channel, like my channel, 9 times out of 10, if you put their name in the search, they're going to give you mad other people pages with more views. Like the people with the small views, you're never going to find their page that way by searching their name. So if they have like a small channel and it's not like a big channel where you can search their name and everything will pop up, it's best to put the link. Because one person suggested a page, but I could not find that person's page by searching their name. I didn't find anything. But yeah, if you got any channels to suggest, put the link in, and I definitely check stuff out. Soundhorn said, yes, I can catch it. They do. Okay, so I think that's it of the comments. So thank you guys for commenting and participating with me. I definitely appreciate that. I do want to put up my phone number. And let me see if I could do that. And I'll take some calls if you want to call in. You don't have to call in, but if you want to be quick, or if you want to tell you something, please do call in. I don't want to make it seem like I'm forcing you guys to call in because I'm putting it up. But if you do have something to say, or if you just want to, whatever you want to say, please do call in, because I do like to hear what you guys have to say about things. I'm here for the conversation. That's what I usually come here for. I come here to gossip and to talk, because I know I'm talking to real people, and I don't like talking to people that's brainwashed. So I like to talk to certain groups. Like most of the people that come here, we all on the same page. We all got the same glasses on, We could all see the same stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna sign in my page if I gotta put my stuff in. Let me see. Okay, I'm already signed in. Great. All right. And I do also have my Cash App up. I don't want y'all to think I'm an op. I'm only doing that before my birthday. I literally do this for my birthday every year. So I do have my Cash App up. If you do want to donate $1, I would appreciate it. Whoever has it. I do not get upset if you do not donate. I do not care. Because it's my birthday, I just put it up there. Also, this is the call-in number. So if you want to call in, now is the time to do it, and you will be live talking to me. Okay? So I'll just leave that up while I get into my phone now, because now I'm going to transition to my phone and talk about Cat Williams and everybody else. I done my little Dane. I did whatever I could do for Dane. I could take it with a grain of salt. If you don't think it's him, okay. But what I would suggest is for you to go back and watch, or, Google. You could Google the scenes that Proposition Joe was in, and then play his scenes, and playing Dane Calloway where he's live, and you can see sometimes Dane is on camera and sometimes Dane is not on camera. Play some of the lives that Dane is on camera with the scenes that Proposition Joe is, and play it simultaneously, and tell me that these people are not the same people, bro. Like, these people are the same. Like, you can't be that identical. This is not look-alike. This is identical, right? And did y'all not see how Tiana and G Herbo baby mother? Who's G Herbo baby mother name? Her name is Tiana. So Tiana and Dream Doll. Did you see how Tiana and Dream Doll was dressing the same? They had 2 outfits that was exactly the same. And everybody was like, yo, is they the same people? Like, Are these the same? Like, exactly. They fucking identical, bro. It's no way you could be that identical to somebody and act like y'all not related, or you don't know what nobody, like, you don't know what nobody's talking about. Like, bro, you can't look exactly like, look, they wore the same outfit. This is Dream Doll and Tiana. Don't they look like the same exact person, bro? And they try to be funny and wear the same outfit, right? And then they did it again. They did it here too. One wearing short hair, one wearing longer hair. Like, bruh. They even pose the same. They even do the same poses, bro. So I just feel like they was trolling. They was trolling by showing that literally the same people. Like, and then somebody was like, somebody even said it. They was like, damn, look. Ooh, 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 don't mind my chair. That chair is all ripped up and stuff. Like, it's just my little transition folding chair. But somebody in the comments said, damn near look like the same person. Laugh out loud. Now, ain't no laugh out loud. Ain't no laugh. It's not funny. Like, it's not damn near look like the same person. That's exactly what it is. And they act like they don't know each other. They both from New York. Both from New York. But they don't know each other. They're not related. They're like, what's the odds? They both made it. They both made it at hot. Like, they both on a platform in entertainment. What are the odds? Like, stop. Some girl. I tried to say this earlier, but I don't think I said it. Some girl commented on the Kevin Hart. I geared off, but let me say it now. Some girl or whoever, whoever these people, because I don't really know if they girl or guy. These are profiles, and you never know who's behind the profiles, right? But some girl wrote on the Kevin Hart video that I did and was like, "Girl, you reaching." She was like, "These are not the same people you reach or whatever, right?" She was like, she was like, why don't you go to this website where you could literally locate your own twin. She was like, or if you haven't heard, they've been saying all the time that everybody in the world has a twin. Like, everyone has like a twin that they're not really related to or whatever, but you can find them, right? So I'm like, she sound mad dumb, because first of all, we not talking about looking at somebody and saying, damn, this person looks exactly like you. And sometimes people say that, and when you see the person, they don't look exactly like you, bro. They be having the same color, the same this, the same that. But when you look at them, you look like this ain't like the same person. This is not what we're showing you, like literally the same person, right? That's not what they're doing. They'll show you somebody that kind of look like you or whatever, right? But even so, we're not talking about just look-alike. We're talking about both making it to Hollywood. We're talking about both, like, you know what I'm saying? These people are both doing things that I'm pretty sure if I locate my twin, they're not in Hollywood. I'm not in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Like, how could these same people that have twins all end up in Hollywood in positions? Because it's a lot of twins out. It's a lot of Hollywood people that look exactly like other people, and then they act like they're not related. And did you see how they were showing something with Ciara, and they were telling Ciara like, oh, you were like, she was doing her DNA heritage. A lot of celebrities, I think Serena Williams, a lot of people, they were doing like their DNA, like this show where this guy do their DNA heritage, right? And they like, oh, you related to I forgot who they said Ciara was related to. Oh, Derek Jeter. They was like, you're Derek Jeter's like third or fourth cousin. And she was like, oh my God, I'm related to Derek Jeter. And they did that with Whoopi. They did that with Ciara. They was like, she was related to somebody in Hollywood. So you think that's a coincidence too, that all these people from Hollywood is related to somebody famous from Hollywood as well? Like, they could find somebody that's famous and they be directly blood related to them? Like, that's incubator baby shit. That they're all blood related somehow like that in Hollywood, because they don't know where their cesspool will land them. You see what I'm saying? They don't know where their incubator baby twin went, because they don't keep them together sometimes. Sometimes they go to this house, sometimes they go to this state. When these people were first coming to this country, all these people were, remember back in the days, they used to do all these orphanage shows like Orphan Annie, Oliver, Peppy Patter, Peppy, what was her name? Peppy Longstocking. All remember all those shows around that same Webster, Willis and Arnold Willis. Like, what are you talking about, Willis? All those people were orphans, bro. All those people were adopted. Like, have a brain. That was like the theme around that time because that's what was going on around that time. Like, they show you what happened. Like, what they showing us now is what's happening. What they were showing you then about that orphanage stuff in the 80s and the 70s, that's what they were coming from. They was coming out of, like, they were coming from people. A lot of people were raised out of, so when they showing you those TV shows, those people that was growing up watching those shows, 9 times out of 10, their parents or they were coming from orphanage backgrounds. You see what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, definitely, not it's not a coincidence. I don't think these are coincidences. The girl was like, oh, like, you could find your twin. No, sis, this is bigger than that. You're not getting the larger picture, honey. You got to step back and put the glasses on that guy put on in that commercial where he was like, step back and put them glasses on before you sit there and say something like that. Because Missy Pooh, I'm not saying they look alike. I'm showing a lot of other things besides just look alike. So you can see that this is not common. It's nothing common about it. It's very peculiar situations, very unique, peculiar situations that they're acting like it's very common. And if you're not a person from Hollywood or whatever, and you're a regular person that works and, go to school to learn to become a worker or whatever, that is not common. You're not running into people from your same state, from your same area that look just like you, doing all these things like all these correlations, same friend group or whatever. Like, it just doesn't, like, all of those things you're telling me, all of that comes with it. So you're just saying anything. Like, a lot of these people just be saying anything. What is that? Anyway, I want to try and get out of here now. I've been up here for a while, and as much as I love to talk, I do have to go. Oh yeah. So make sure I'm gonna show my TikTok too. I'm gonna be on TikTok tomorrow. I don't know who wanna pop out. It's not gonna really be. I don't really do history. I'm not gonna be talking about history or like biblical. What I plan on doing on TikTok is like twins. Like, I'm gonna do the same thing like what I'm doing with Dane Calloway. Like, it's just only twins. But tomorrow I'm just gonna be chilling. Tomorrow I'm just gonna be bringing my birthday in on TikTok. So I'm gonna be like up there like probably like 9:30, 10. It's gonna be late night because I want to stay there till after 12. Like, I'm gonna be there from like 10 to like 11. You know what I mean? 10 to like 1 o'clock. 10 to like 1 o'clock or 10 to 12. Depending on how many people are hanging with me in TikTok is determined on when I'm gonna leave. But it's given like probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'll probably get off. I just want to break my birthday in on TikTok because I'm not really doing much this year. I kind of canceled my birthday in a way because I feel like they have sped time up. And because they sped time up, they're speeding my age up. And I don't like that. Like, I feel like they sped my age up because it's like, bro, I should be turning the age that I'm turning now in probably 4 or 5 months because how they sped the time up. So I feel like I'm going to just cancel this year and I'm going to, probably think of something. And then this year has been very terrible for me. Has been a very terrible year. Not like financial wise, but not saying because I don't make a lot of money, but I don't have issues with finance because I don't want for much like at this point. So I don't have issues with finance, but it was more like a bunch of devil, animal people trying to take me down. That's what the theme was this year. The theme this year was I want Candace to fall in the dirt. Like, I want to bury her. Like, they wanted to take me out. And that's just not going to work because I don't care. I don't care enough for someone to take me down. But the fact that I have to directly deal with the weird shit has caused my year to be very annoying and awful. So hopefully this year is going to be a fresh start. I am planning on doing a lot of different things. I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to do and trying to accomplish this month and next month. So hopefully I can get all that accomplished and start a fresh new like being able to be more present. That's what I'm trying to change my environment. That's what I'm working on. And then once I change my environment, I can be more present and like, keep in a better contact so I can keep up with, because there's so many things that I could talk about, but I don't come up here often enough to keep up with every little single thing that happens. I got to just say the most important stuff and then, go back to what I do in my regular daily activities. So, I don't have much time up here to go over everything, but hopefully I can be more present when I get a better situation. I can be more present and then I can come up here when things happen. Like when Cat Williams did all that, I should be able to just pop up and say, hey, let's talk about this like today or the next day. But because I'm under so much stupid stuff of people trying to throw monkey wrenches under my feet, I have to get myself out of this environment and then try to I can't better myself in this kind of environment. It's too much. It's too much. And that's it. I can't really explain much because I don't like to like talk about other people because it's not like whatever people are going through, that's their business. I don't want to talk about nobody but myself. So I just need to I have figured it out. I just need to execute it on getting a better situation that makes more sense for me. So my year won't be as weird as last year was, right? Let's just be honest that it's people. I can't even really go outside like that because I was arguing. I'm always telling you I'm arguing, and I don't even argue with people, but everybody is like on 10. Like everybody is like like everybody is just like like ready to release whatever they have inside of them. Like today, like this is the year to release whatever I have inside of me so I just feel like I'm coming across a lot of people that got a lot of stuff and they just want to explode when they come around me. You know what I'm saying? I was arguing with I don't know what this guy was. I don't even know what he was. But I told him, I said, bro, you did not have to he like brushed all past me. And I didn't even make a big deal. It was nobody around us. It was nobody around. It was no reason for him to dart his way and then bump me and then stand right up on me. I'm like, bro, it's like so many areas for you to be and you want to be right on my back. And he got mad at me for that. For me saying, hey, I can feel your back on my back. Get the fuck off me. He got mad at me for that and was like, oh, soon as I said, I was like, and I didn't even say it mean. I was just like, dag, sir, it's other space. Like, you're on me. Like, you're on me. And he was like, he turned around, oh, boy, like, just started going off. And I was like, slow down. Like, I said, are you even from this country? Because he had an accent. I was like, are you even from this country? I said, are you one of those people that just got here? That pissed him all the way off. He got so upset with me, he started talking his native language. He started talking Russian or whatever the hell, Europe. I don't know where he was from. He was like some white dude. But obviously these white people are from a different country and they can speak different languages. So I was like, sir, I only speak English. I said, you're in America now. I do not understand that. Why are you talking that language here in America? You're here. Please talk American. I don't understand what you're saying. And he was popping hella shit and trying to get in my face. And I was like, mister, you're dismissed at this point. Like at this point, you're dismissed because you're speaking another language. And now I realize you are exactly what I thought you were. And that's why you did what you did. So just go on about your day. I didn't know I should have known you wasn't a regular American. Because regular Americans that's been here for forever, or even the white people that's been here for a long time, since the 1850s or whatever, even they know not to do that, to be up on somebody for no reason when it's mass space. So unless he was trying to rob me, I don't see, like, try to pickpocket me. I don't see why he did that. And then tried to pop mad shit because I said, get off my back. But when he started talking a different language, I was like, okay, we're done here. Because that's what I was asking in the first place. I was asking you, hey, are you even from here? So now that we know you're not from here, I get why you don't know proper American etiquette where you don't run up on us like that. Because shit can go real left. But anyway, the guy was leaving off still talking in a different language because that's how angry they are at us. He was mad angry with me. Like, you started with me and then you tried to pop hella shit and stand on it. You tried to stand on it when you know you was the one that initiated the drama. Like, he was talking mad shit like I started with him. I was like, "Boo, boy, y'all come to this country, don't like us, and to be having a big attitude if we say something to y'all. And the country is full of us. And I know they're trying to figure out how to eliminate that. But as of right now, the country is full of black people, and y'all don't need to come over here if y'all going to be walking up on black people, being in black people's space, because black people are going to be uncomfortable. You're not doing but cultural. You're culturally inappropriate here. I know y'all want us to be cultural appropriate when y'all eat roaches and y'all put like scorpions on a stick and y'all eat rocks with sauce on it and whatever else y'all have in those in the wastelands. Y'all don't got no food. Y'all be making whatever y'all got, like rocks with sauce, scorpion, all kinds of like animal meat that I don't think that you should be even eating, like Campbell. But all those animals over there, I don't even know what kind of animals they have. But you want us to be culture appropriate, but then you come over here and you're not culture appropriate with us. I think we're just troublemakers and this and that, but y'all don't even understand the etiquette of don't come in people's space, don't be all over people's area, don't be talking to people that don't know you. Like they don't know no culture appropriate, but they want to be here. And then we try to let them know, like, hey, what you doing don't make no sense. Get up off me. Get away from me. They want to get wild. Bro, don't be here then. This is America is not a good fit for you for right now because this is what it is. You can't be up on nobody. But anyway, let me get to Cat Williams. I'm gonna come back to the chat, but I just want to leave the number up there just in case somebody want to call in. Nobody has called in yet, but just in case. And I hope you're not calling me on these phones. I be seeing missed calls, but I hope the missed calls is from other people because I know y'all not calling me on a different day. Like, why y'all calling me? I don't know who calling me, but I'm not answering the fake number unless I'm on live. Like, just to give y'all a heads up. Like, I'm not answering it off live. If you want to hit me off when I'm not on live, hit my Instagram. Oh, and let me show you my TikTok. So, just in case if you want to pop out to my little, it's going to be like a pajama. It's going to be like a pajama jammy jam little sleepover. Not sleepover because I'm leaving at 12:31, but a little pajama jammy jam night. Little says gonna be some music playing because you can play music on TikTok. We're gonna be talking about twins, just chilling, just vibing. I'm gonna be drinking and stuff on the side. I know TikTok ain't gonna let me show it, but I'm gonna be chilling on TikTok. Like on YouTube, I don't drink and stuff because I don't. YouTube is very sensitive. But with TikTok, it's not like YouTube. Like you can't drink and smoke, but I'm gonna be doing it on the side, But anyway, let me show you my TikTok. I'm going to take a picture and show it backwards. So whoever makes it this far in the video and you want to pop out in TikTok tomorrow at 10 p.m. to have, hopefully I can have people, I don't know how to use TikTok well, but hopefully I know you could bring people up. I want to bring people up. I want people to come up. Hopefully you could be in your pajamas too and, have a little dance, dancing show. I'm going to be doing it's going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling. Anyway, here it goes. If you are up and you don't have nothing to do, you could come pop out and vibe with me. You could come and pop out and vibe with me. Okay. So this is the TikTok. Okay. I will be up there tomorrow celebrating my birthday at 12. I'll be up at 10 p.m. And I plan on being up there up until after 12 to bring in my birthday. I'll be chilling. It's a pajama jammy jam. It's going to be a pajama jammy jam party. So come to my TikTok birthday sleepover pajamas. And if you could have some pajamas and you want to come up on the panel so we can see y'all, please do. I will love that. I would love for you to participate in my pajama theme. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. And I wanted to talk about Cat Williams for like 2 seconds. I really don't want to only thing I want to talk about Cat Williams about was that he was acting like he was here to expose people, right? But if you're there to expose people, when you was talking about that Illuminati party that you and Ludacris so-called got invited to, why not tell us what happened at that Illuminati party? Oh, I think he said he didn't go, right? But the thing is, he's been in Hollywood for a long time. So he has to have way more stuff than him just talking about Steve Harvey looking like a potato head. Okay, he gotta have way more um stuff than saying, "Oh, these people this person stole my jokes. They don't really work with. They stick in their little circle. They have their circle and they don't let me in." And he had to give out way more than what he gave for me to ever think he was on our side. He did not give out. These people know a lot, so why not tell it? Why not tell it all? But you want to tell about certain people in Hollywood. Oh, I just want to talk about these certain comedians that happen to be your competition in a way. I'm just going to talk about them and expose them and not really give us a bunch of information. Like, first of all, he was talking about Steve Harvey and all those men had token white or light skin or white women with funny looking faces, right? Like, like Ed, like Eddie Murphy, just to name a few. All of them have that. And I told y'all that already. I said if they Negroes, they usually gotta marry into it. They gotta marry an African or they gotta marry a white person or whatever. Or, they gotta marry somebody that is light skinned, very, very light skinned, because they most likely they'll be mixed. Like one parent will be this or Mexican or something. So they'll be very mixed. It's not like they'll be just light skinned black. They'll be like a mixed light skinned girl. You know what I'm saying? That has like a direct immigrant parent. I already explained that that's what they do. That's why I felt like Kat was saying a lot of shit that I've already said on my live, like about the Illuminati, this and that, the light skinned ugly girl, the token manager. But the funny thing about it is Kat didn't mention when he had his light skin funny face. Remember when he was dating Hazel E? I want to see if I can find it on my, because it's hard for me to find pictures. But remember when he was dating Hazel E? That's a light skinned funny face one, right? So he had one of those. He had one of those as well, right? And around the time he was dating Hazel, wasn't that when he was doing all that wild stuff? Getting into a fight with a kid, doing crack, getting locked up. Wasn't he with Hazel E at the time he was doing all that nutcase stuff? Because these are handlers, right? They want to make sure you have a handler around. The people want to know your business. The people they work for, just like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, like they want them all in the same house because once one of them act up, the other one's going to report their ass. You see what I'm saying? So they want these people to be together. They always interlink these people together because they want to have people more eyes on them, right? They want to have as much eyes on these people as they can because they own them. And technically, when you own a contract, it's a slavery. They own these people, and so as us. My job owns me. If I was to be late or I don't do a no call no show, my job would be calling me down like they my moms or my men. They just my job, but they calling you down because you in contract with them and they own you. And until you get off that contract, come what the hell? Like pick up this phone and talk to me. Like, but that's just the way it is, right? When you're in contract with somebody, they look at it like I own you, and they'll cool you down if you miss a day or if you're not where you're supposed to be. Let me see if I can find Hazel E. So yeah, Kevin Hart. Cat Williams was talking about people dating ugly light skinned girls, but he was dating Hazel E at a time where he was doing all that wild stuff. And Hazel E actually said a lot of stuff about him. She said that she was around when he was going through all that federal stuff, when he was going to federal court. So, usually when the feds come for these people and they conference, it could be because they be doing like trafficking and stuff like human trafficking. Like Cat Williams got mad adopted kids. He got like 8 adopted kids we never seen, and one so-called biological kid with some woman that no one ever heard of. Like he moving mad wow. Like most of these people make money off of selling kids, and like this is literally real. Like this is really what they be really doing. Most of these people are trafficking, sex trafficking, and drug trafficking. And I'm pretty sure all of them are doing that. That's on these high profile stages. So at some point, the feds was on Cat Williams' back, and Hazel E says she had to go on the stand and like testify or do something. So what the hell did she have to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? So this is definitely a puppet. He's the same thing he said they were, he is. So that don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? How could you say this about people? But when we go back to your history, homeboy, you did the same thing. Then let's think about the nigga named Cat. That's not his real name. Why would you go by a femaleish name named Cat? Like, that's not really a guy's name. It's not too much of a female name, but it's definitely more of a female name than a male name. And you decide to change your name, do your stage name, because they can't go by their real names. None of these people go by their real names, right? They got to change into their stage names when they get on, because they're no longer themselves. They sold their soul, and now they're taking upon whatever character Cat Williams is, whoever the Cat person is, the Williams person is from the past. That's who he's signing on to be, right? I have a lot of stuff to say about Cat, but it's like it's all spread all over the place. Yeah, so I forgot what other points I wanted to say about him. The main point that I wanted to talk about with Cat was when he told him his background. He said that his father was a doctor, his mother was a scientist, and he read about 3,000 or some odd, like a large number of books between the age of 9 and 12. And then he ended up emancipating his parents. Emancipation is like what celebrities do, like Britney Spears, or I think that Macaulay Culkin. Like, these people emancipate their parents. Why would Cat Williams at 12 years old emancipate his, sounds like well off parents? His parents had to be well off if you're a doctor or a scientist, because that means you went through school and got your doctorate. You're in a very high level of degrees. You got a lot of degrees. And you know that the Masonry 33 degree, you know what I'm saying, is all based off of degree, education, this and that. So we already see that he's already in the Masonic alignment, right? So his father is in doctorate. They are doctors and scientists. So they're in doctorate, right? They have the degrees to be in that level of, in that field, right? So what kind of issues could you have with your parents where you wanted to emancipate them? On top of that, why are you emancipating parents and you're not rich? You have no money. He was not nobody at 12, 13 years old. So this is how you know him reading those books. What books was he reading? A 9-year-old to 12 years old. At that age, I was reading R.L. Stein. What was those twins called? Remember them twins from Sweet Valley High? I was reading Sweet Valley High twin books, R.L. Slime books. I bet you he wasn't reading none of that. He probably was reading stuff like 24 Lords of this. They train him. They're training this guy. This guy is ready for action now. At 13 years old, he was ready to move and do whatever he said he was doing. He didn't really specify what he did for money. He said he was like doing little odd jobs. Just off the bat, you can see his life story is not coming from a regular person lifestyle. His life story sounds like somebody straight out of Scientology. You see what I'm saying? Somebody from Scientology or these cults and stuff would have a similar story like Cat Williams. So we already know Cat Williams is a very much 100% a part of the fucking group. On top of that, why would Cat Williams go to another Illuminati person? This guy, Shannon Sharp. Mind you, these men have women names. So you already know that these people are probably transgenders, transformers. Where Cat and Shannon probably are women that have transitioned into being men, right? Because they all have women names for some reason. And the women have men names. It's not done by accident. All these people are doing that on purpose. So Shannon Sharp, you're gonna go to Shannon Sharp page. You're gonna go to Shannon Sharp platform to act like you're exposing a lot of people on on a person that is a part of the same thing that you're exposing. He's a part of it, and you're gonna go to his platform and expose it there, and he's gonna let you do it. They said some guy before Cat Williams. They said some guy before Shannon Sharp had some type of similar reviews, had some type of similar interview, right? But he held on to it. He didn't do it because, and we don't even know who that guy is. We never heard of him. So when you think Shannon Sharp with a bigger platform would have held on to the same kind of interview, like, oh, I don't want to put this out there because that's going to put me in a weird space with my peers that he's talking about, right? Then at some point, Cat Williams was like, "Oh, you too, Shannon." He was like, "Oh, you too, Shannon." I heard. So he's trying to make it seem like, "Oh, like I'm telling the truth up here," because he was like, "Oh, you too," like trying to come at Shannon too, like, "Oh, I heard you too. You be at the parties," and then Shannon Sharp like he like he was acting weird. He was acting weird too. He was like, "What?" He was like, "Not me, Kev. Nah." What the hell?
You related to Luda?
Now here he go asking him, was he related to Luda? And he said no, he wasn't related. Why would he even ask him that? That whether he was related to him? Like, because all these people are related. And isn't Ludacris and Ciara cousins? Didn't I hear a long time ago that Ludacris, Ciara, Lala Red, Vequez, all these people somehow, some way are cousins, right? But anyway, that's beside the point. So he was telling Shannon, like, oh, I heard you was at the parties too, Shannon. And Shannon was like, oh, no, Cat. Nah, not me, Cat. Nah, Cat. No, Cat, not me, Cat. That's what he was saying through the whole interview. Everything that Cat said, oh, Cat. No, Cat. No, Cat. No, Cat. Cat, no. No, Cat. Cat. Yeah. And it's like, bruh, like, what are you doing? Like, he did, like, it was so fake. It was so like I gotta act like, oh my God, but this is all scripted. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he tried to act like he was telling Shannon, like, oh yeah, you was at the party. And Shannon was looking like, no, Cat. No, 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 not me. No, 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 no. But anyway, I just thought that was weird that he did that through the whole interview. Like, no, oh my God. And somebody said about Cat, it was very interesting what they said about Cat. They was like, Cat was sitting at the edge. They was like, Cat was sitting at the edge of the seat. He was sitting at the very edge of the seat through the whole program. They was like, he was at the edge of the seat through the whole program, right? Let me see what that girl said. She said something. She made a good, valid point. But I forgot what she said about him. Oh yeah, and then I believe Kevin Gills. Kevin, I say his name funny sometimes. It's Kevin Gills, right? He said on his show, he did a show after Cat Williams about the chain. And right, he said that I already had a picture of the chain because the chain obviously was like you could tell like it was a captain boat, like it's a captain boat thing. Like for the, you know, the captains have the boat. So this is piracy. This is him. These people are all Jamaicans. And you heard it here first. I've been telling y'all all these people are Jamaican descent, French, Haitian descent. I heard that. I've been telling you, I've been trying to explain that it was black on black crime from day one. I've been trying to have y'all visualize that it's not white people could never conquer us, Asian people, none of these people, it's our own people. It's always been black on black crime. And I've been trying to explain that and show y'all and prove that history is about black on black situation. It got nothing to do with any other cultures. Those people brought those people over here. They did a deal. They did a jubilee or whatever with the French, and they did their Louisiana purchase. They got their subway underground railroad in the 1850s by signing that jubilee. Do your research on when France and Europe got their underground subway. We had our underground subway way before they ever had theirs. They had to do a jubilee with us for us to start construction over there, right? But anyway, So Cat Williams got the boat. That's like for the boat. And you see how all these people like Meg Thee Stallion, the baby, all these people be like, oh, let me drive the boat. What's that little ugly? Not saying ugly, but he ain't cute. What's his name? The one that Kodak Black. Kodak Black. Let me drive the boat. They always saying about let me drive the because it's literally symbolic about how they got exiled and how they took the boat and came back to mainland to Central and Latin America. That's their history. That's what they are celebrating. When they do all those calypso parties, all those all those little dance parties or whatever, they are celebrating that history of them getting exiled, being able to survive and come back on mainland and come and conquer and take over. Y'all not understanding that. That is Black West Indian Caribbean. That is them doing that to us. Not no white or anything. Now the white and the white people, the white French and all them, now they're butting heads now with the people that they're trying to do a renew enforcement because they don't really need the black people anymore. Now the black people are realizing that, oh, they grimy, but you grimy for selling us out, and now they grimy for kicking y'all to the curb and trying to do just a deal with Asian and European Caucasian descent. They're trying to do a mega try to get the black people that originally was with them out of the way. They're trying to keep them out the contract, right? Because it's a new jubilee. It's a new contract is in the air, right? It's time and it's coming. That's why they got all these people acting crazy online because they don't want you to pay attention to the black woman president. You hearing it here first. Michelle Obama may become president, and I'm gonna get to that. Let me get to that before, and I'm gonna end it there because I'm tired and I'm thirsty. My mouth been talky. My mouth been toe up. I just want to finish this. Yeah, so you see his thing is the captain boat and the captain boat thing. All these people been saying drive the boat because this is a piracy. This is a Caribbean Jack the what they call when he was doing that Jack the Caribbean whatever it's called where they had that white guy play the role. But it's really about Jamaicans and them. Because when you really see them real pirates, they be Somalians, they be West, they be the ones running down on boats on you. No white people are running down on boats on nobody. That's not their history. The history of people running down on boats is them people over there in South America, or the ones in Africa, the Somalian, they be coming running down on boats. White people history is not them running down on nobody no boats. They're not pirates. So I don't even know where they come from putting that white guy on that show and because they like to whitewash everything in America. They love to whitewash everything. So yeah, that's so we already know Cat is super compromised, bro. He's super compromised. Nothing true was being told here. All he was doing was trying to destroy a character that all these people on the platform does. They all of them act like they trying to destroy each other characters, mess each other money up. But in reality, all it does is make you watch them more. You know what I'm saying? It brings them more money and more views. So it's like, are you really trying to get rid of this person or are you trying to get him to go viral? But yeah, let me get to the black president. So with the black president, they already alluded to this. And if y'all not paying attention to the politics and y'all not paying attention to the primaries, and they already started some of the panels with the Democrat and the Republican Party. They don't want y'all to pay attention to business and where your money is going to go and where all that's so fucking important. But y'all are over here worrying about all these nutcase ass stories, and I have to talk about these nutcase stories because it all correlates with religion and this and that, and I love to expose that. But in reality, we should be paying attention to these politics, this upcoming election, all these things that they're signing off on before Biden gets out of office. He's signing off on a lot of things. We should be paying attention to all of that, and we should be trying to figure out a way to stop that and try to fight politics back with our own demands. You know what I'm saying? Not to keep saying, oh, no more student debt, no more student loans, no more student loans. Like, bro, find something else besides student loans. Like, I know that's not the only thing that y'all are concerned about. And then he didn't even help you out with that. So he's talking about, oh, I'm gonna help you out next year. He had 4 years to help y'all. And y'all fall for, oh, he's gonna do it next term. Y'all the stupidest people on earth. Like y'all, he deserves to be here. He deserves to rip us off. He deserves to do everything for the Asians because y'all literally too stupid to for me to even care. Because like he literally couldn't help y'all for 4 years with the student loans. And y'all think that he's gonna help y'all next term? Like it takes that long. But he was signing off for them Asians. He was signing off for them Russians. He was signing off with boom, they're getting it. Oh, you want help? Boom. Oh, they were bothering you, Chinese people? Boom. It didn't take for 2 minutes. But when it comes to reparations, black people saying, hey, we not African, we from here. When it comes to all these important topics, they got no time for it. None. We can't figure it out. We don't remember. They be really trying to violate us, but you got time for everything else outside of the country. You got so much time. So it's like, I really don't care about all these nutcase celebrities on coke. They all slimed out. They all slime heads. I don't care about these cokeheads at all. Y'all want to act like they so cool and this and that. I would literally push a celebrity down the steps if they get in my way. Like, don't get in my way. If the train is coming and the celebrity's in front of me, I'm pushing them if they're not moving fast enough. Okay? And I've literally done that before in life. Like, not like that's funny, but I literally pushed somebody down the stairs before because he was not moving fast enough. This happened a long time ago though. They had like some type of thing in like the after school. It's like an after school PAL thing. And something was wrong. They didn't let us know something was wrong with the guy. But remember I told you some guy from PAL named all of us? He named me Broke Harness. He named this crazy person that I know. He named him like Florida State. Like he had all these names for everybody. Like all these names matched everybody perfectly. Like he knew where everybody was from just by looking at us and giving us like little funny names. Like, and we didn't know he was sick and he passed away, whatever. But before he passed away, they wanted to do like a spend the night thing. So they had all of us spend like a certain age group, like from 9 to 13 or whatever, spend the night there. And this was around the time that that movie Scream, the scary movie Scream came out. So they had us spend the night and they thought it was fun. They thought it was like, oh, we're going to do a little scavenger hunt before we go into the tent. They had the tents and stuff in like the gym so we could spend the night. But they was like, before we go into the gym and sleep in the tents, we're going to do like this little scavenger hunt, have a little fun upstairs in the game room because like it was like a big building. They let us spend the night in. So we all went up to the second or third floor, whatever floor we was on, to do the scavenger hunt. And they had two of the other, it was like two people that I used to watch us, like a woman and a man, the guy that was sick and another one. And then they had two other people that used to work there, but we didn't know that they were there. And they were hiding behind things and they had the scream mask on and they had the scream outfit on. They came busting out like, right? So mind you, it's like 12 at night. My mother didn't even want me to spend the night there, but I was like, please, everybody gonna be there. And I had to go, right? So she let me go, and these guys jump out with the screen outfit on. Mind you, I'm a January Capricorn, and I take everything serious. So I really thought these were robbers because we was inside there for a while, chilling, eating, and they was like, "Oh, we're gonna do this." But where were these? I would never thought these guys was hiding somewhere to do that to us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking these are real crazy people. I'm like, look what happened to us. You know, we spent the night and they got these crazy people hiding in the building going to kill us. So one of the person where I was at, one of the people came up on me and was like, "Rrr." Mind you, I had something in my hand. So I hit him with the thing in my hand and he was like, "Ah." And I think it hurted him and he was trying to take the mask off. And I didn't even waste time to see that it was one of the guys from one of the staff. I just ran towards the back. I ran towards the back and I knew it was a back door that led to the downstairs of the gym that I could leave out. So I flew. I'm like, I hit the guy, kicked him, and I flew to the back door, right? So now I'm in the back door going down the stairs. I'm flying down the stairs like, because I was like, yo, I'm going to be the only person that survives. I thought I was going to be the only survivor, right? So, mind you, when I'm flying down, when I bust through the door and I start flying down the flight of stairs, because we on 3 flights, it's somebody young. He was from the younger group. Like, it was like a 10 to 13. I think he was like 10 years. I was like 13 on 4. He was like 10 or something. Like, he was like one of the younger kids in that group. Like, I know exactly who he was. and he was already going down the stairs before me. So we both going down the stairs. We going down the stairs mad fast. By the time we get to the second flight, he wasn't going fast enough, bro. I swear. So I pushed him, right? He flew. When I say he flew down to the last flight, when I got to the last flight, I jumped over him. I flew through the gym, and I was about to go through the door. I made it. I was already going through the outside door. But one of the leaders, the lady that was there that we knew, she was sitting on the steps. And she saw me run. She was like, hey, kid. She was like, don't go out the door. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, there's people upstairs that dying. Let's get out of here. I was like, yo, we gotta get out. She was like, the alarm is on. So if I would have opened the door, the alarm would have went off and the police would have came. So I'm looking at her like shit. I'm like, it's no time to talk. I was like, we gotta get out. And she's laughing like, yo, it's a joke. She said the names of the people. She's like, yo, that's what you're calling. What you calling? I'm like, looking at her like it took a second for me to really because I'm like, why are we still standing here? At first I was like, yo, we gotta get out of here. Like after she even told me it was done, I was like looking at her like, because I was so scared. And the thing was, I was not playing. I was really scared. I don't like to tell people, but yeah, I peed on myself. So I had to stay the night with pissy. I tried to clean it up in the bathroom after everything was said it was a joke. And I was like, yo, that was not funny. Like, it wasn't funny because I peed on myself. So I had to figure out how to wash it a little bit out. And I still smelled the piss smell. I couldn't wait to go home. The very next morning, I dipped out of there like, yo, I would never spend a night there again, bro. Like, that was just weird. And I was already too old to be there after that. Like, that was like going to be my last year there. But yeah, I had to push Shorty down the stairs because he wasn't moving fast enough and I couldn't go around. It was like a tight staircase. So we were both going down the staircase holding on. Like we didn't want to fall. So we both was like, so I just had to he flew down that whole flight of stairs. I felt so bad for him. When I found out it was a joke, I was like, damn, I done attacked somebody, but I had something in my hand I could have hurted him. I think it was like a tail. You know how girls back in the day used to comb their hair all the time? And I used to have my little rag. So I had like a tail comb. And I was hitting him with the tail comb. Like he could have got stabbed with it. Like it could have injured him for real. And then I pushed that boy. I know he got injured. He flew and hit the wall. And then I stepped over him. So I know he got injured. He was pissed. And it wasn't funny. Like I didn't think that was a funny joke. And at the end of the day, I would have survived. That's all I cared about. I was like, yo, I really would have survived. I was pissed off. I pissed off myself and all that, but I would have survived. I would have been telling the police what happened. Like, I really would have survived that. But anyway, I don't even know how I got to talking about pushing people down the stairs. I don't even know how I got to that. But yeah, I definitely about to end it here now because I done lost my train of thought. Telling y'all my little corny little stories. I always try to put a little personal story in my lives because literally I'm here to get to know everybody. And I want people to get to know me. So, sometimes you gotta put a little personal in it. I think I'm done with Cat Williams though. Of course, just his name alone, Cat Williams' real name is like Mike Mackay. Let me see. And you already know the William last name is basically like when you look at history and you go into George II. George II got kidnapped by his so-called cousin William, and William took his girl Mary. Remember all that happened? He took George and because he wanted to take over the throne. Because you got to remember about the Lion King concept, where the uncle does not become king. But the uncle is a part of taxation. He's a part of the capitalism that's happening now. But he's not king. He can't be king. He can never be king. So for some reason, Charles and William, because once Charles is king, and once Charles died, William will be king. So they eventually will be king, but they can't be king here. They got to be fake kings in Europe. Because there's no kingdomship there. The kingdomship is in America, but they cannot do that because they are not the real people that should be king. That bloodline goes down to the father and the son, not the father's brother. The oldest father is king. The oldest sibling is king. So when Jack Daniels, whoever, that same JJ person from Tennessee, wherever, these same concepts of these people, right? that person had a brother. It's the same story of Cain and Abel. It's the same story of Esau and whoever the other. It's the same stories. It's the same stories. These people were brothers. I would say like the Jackson and William name, right? Because when you come with like the Smith, these Smith people are coming from somewhere else. These people made a deal with this Smith people, and these people are coming from Latin America, Colombia, if you ask me. But anyway, so we gotta understand when it comes to this William Cat Williams and the Williams name, this is the other side of the family because we got two. And when it comes to Wells, in my opinion, Wells is America, right? Because Baby Beluga is America, right? So when you split the kingdom of Wells up, you got the west side and you got the east side. It's not a coincidence that the west side don't have too much slavery history. It's just the wild, wild west that everybody acted wild, going for grabs, this and that. A lot of wild stuff was happening in the West. But in the East, we don't have the same history. We are two different kingdoms. You understand what I'm trying to say? So we got two different families. It's just like saying New Jersey and New York. New York was George side, and then when you take the George Washington Bridge, you end up in Orange, New Jersey, Williams, Elizabeth, New Jersey. You see what I'm saying? So it all goes hand in hand where that's the cousins, that's the uncle like side. So, and they're the infiltrators. They're the ones that took, killed their own brother or own nephew to take upon the capitalization, the colonization, the DC. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, that's beside the point. If you don't understand, then you don't understand. But the fact that his name is Mackay Cat Williams, right? His real name is Mackay, right? Mick. And when you say Mackay, it's like basically saying like the Muslim version of Michael. Like saying Mackay is like saying like a Muslim Michael. Like that's like basically a Muslim version of saying Michael. So he's Muslim. Um, He's Muslim somewhere in his family. He's most likely probably Jamaican because all of these people are Jamaican descent, French descent, Haitian descent. Jamaicans are Haitian and Negro. Like when Bob Marley say, "Oh, I'm part Englishman and Frenchman," he's literally talking about the black French Haitian and the American Negro mixed together is getting you this Jamaican person, right? These Caribbean people, like it's black on black. It's Adam and Eve making more people, making evolution of people, right? So, let me see if I took a show you Cat Williams' name. Just to show you Cat Williams' name. His name is Mackay Cat Williams, which is basically Michael Williams, which is basically saying Michael Williams, okay? Basically, in English, Mackay in our language would be Michael. So you're basically saying his name is Michael. We already know Michael, Michael, Michelle, all that from France. When you get that big cast, that Michael, Michelle, it all is together. So this is all not by accident. Cat Williams is 100% operative. Okay, it's no going around it. He talking about light skinned ugly girls that they get hooked up with, and he had one himself, and he was going through mad stuff when he was dating her, which I don't think was by accident either. I think that these people help drug these men. I think that they help participate. Like what Young Pharaoh says, a lot of stuff that Young Pharaoh says, it's like, it's not personal. It's more like this is what we do to each other. They do this to these females will drug us. Like he's trying to give y'all, these people try to give you truth in a way where you think, oh, they're crazy and they're telling lies. If that make any sense, like they'll give you the truth, and you gotta really decipher. You gotta really decipher what they're trying to fucking even tell you. Because these people are not coming up here just talking about nothing. Young Pharaoh is always talking about politics or his weird Jamaican baby mothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to be rude to Jamaicans. I have no issues with Caribbean and stuff. I just know that I just want to say what I need to say. You know what I'm saying? Without offending people. But if it offends you, then let it. I don't like that ain't bothering me either. I'ma still I said what I said. Like me, like me, I said what I said. I'm still gonna say it. So I'm saying, so I don't want to offend nobody. I'm a Capricorn. Capricorns are from the region of the people. You know what I'm saying? They come from the Latin America. The people that I'm talking about, It's Capricornic, so I don't have an issue with you guys. I understand you to an extent. But I'm from over here, so I don't really have that kind of like characteristics of somebody from Latin America. I don't have that same culture background. But anyway, but I do get it. I do get the capitalism. I do get if I'm doing something, if I'm working, I want to reap the fruits of my labor and have a better lifestyle. Because if you're not working as hard as me, you don't get to live in a mansion. I do. But then we gotta understand that the things that they're doing to us is not fair. So it's like, are we really not doing enough work or put enough work to get a mission, or y'all keeping us out of things by throwing all these messed up life things towards us? And y'all make it seem like it's choices, but sometimes the choice is a one-way alley. It's like you telling me to make a choice, but this is the only alley I could go down. So unfortunately, I'm gonna make the bad choices because this is the only choice available. You understand what I'm saying? So they act like we're making choices. They always give you the disclosures. They give you disclosures all the time. Anytime you do anything, it's going to be because you made that decision. And they know that. They know that they put y'all in corners and make you make that bad decision. It's like you made the decision, but we did put all these things in place that caused that decision to happen. But they don't want to take ownership of that. They don't want to tell you, hey, we set up this maze and you're lost. But like we didn't know you was gonna get lost. Nigga, if you made a maze, I might be lost for a while. So I can figure out how to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what kind of situation we in. And that's kind of what Cat Williams is too. He represents that. He represents the other side of the family that infiltrated us. Um, yeah, I don't really have nothing else to say. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but unfortunately, look how long these three topics took. These three like Dane, the Dane topic, the Cat Williams, and me talking about Capricorns. Like I've been up here for 3 hours. So yeah, we're gonna call it a day at this point. Even though it's a lot of stuff to talk about, there's so many things that happen, and I'm just like, oh my god, they just go off. But they literally, oh, let me talk about the black president. So yeah, they literally go off because they want to distract you from what's to come for the elections, right? And I'm gonna make a prediction. Michelle Obama already said she didn't want to run, but she wasn't going to do. But we never know because now she's coming. She's just now coming out with articles saying, "Oh, I'm worried about the election." Now, I want to find the pictures, but I want to hurry this up, so I'm not going to find the pictures. So she just started coming out with articles like, "Oh, I'm worried about the election and what's going to happen," because everybody's all nervous about Donald Trump, and literally none of these people are on our side. Donald Trump is sitting here releasing Jamaicans and Haitians, Angela Staten, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne. He letting out all these Haitian um and Jamaicans out of jail. So I don't know how Trump is on our side. You know what I'm saying? It's not given that. It's given that he's on the side of the Caribbean people. The blue side is on the Zion side, Muslimic. I don't know exactly who's who. I don't care. But none of these people are here for the American Negroes. Both parties want to do for their people outside of the country. So they want to get control to help these people. And Donald Trump and them want to get control so they can help probably Israel. Joe Biden want to get help so he could probably help whoever. He's from China. I don't know who these people are in alliance with. But no matter what, they both just want to snatch our money up, take our tax money, take all our calculated funds, do all this money that we give them through taxes, through buying groceries, we get taxed. By this, our checks get taxed. Like you imagine you working mad hard and somebody from the IRS is taking out of your check before you could even take out of your check. And that's how you know they know black people. They know that black people ain't gonna be like, oh, let me give you your taxes. They like, nah, we taking our taxes out the top. Cause these people ain't gonna give us no money. So they make sure that my hard-earned check go to them first. They snatch out what they want to snatch out, and then they give me my check. Like, imagine that. Like, this is so creepy. And then you're gonna fucking help people I could care less about that wants me dead so they can make space to come over here. Yeah, I'm not feeling that no more. Like that whole scenario, it gotta switch up. We gotta see some type of change, honey. Or we can go to war. I already showed you all the females that's getting like they getting it in. They and we getting some gay black men in here too. Like we gonna really be like, if y'all want to go there, then we could go there because we ready to go. We training. They training them black girls on them little cheap reality shows. You got to remember, most of those black girls on them reality shows, they a part of it too, but they like very low level people that, and some of them people just be, they're part of it too, but you got to understand that they're very low level. So they're not really as, some people, it's like I said, it's levels and degrees to it. So they're not really, intuitive to information that a lot of people at higher levels of knowledge of. Because remember, knowledge is power. Jesus is king and all that, so all of that matters. A lot of people that's on certain levels, they don't have the same information and understand and training as other people that get on higher levels. They have a training, this and that, and that's why they're in that spot. So yeah, none of these people are gonna help us. So it seems like the Simpsons already predicted Lisa. Remember Lisa Simpson as a president? Now y'all gotta remember the Simpsons are. Do y'all think the Simpsons are white? No, right? Because if you look at the family, right, Homer Simpson is bullheaded. He's like a Haitian, Haitian people that lose their hair. He only got a little bit of hair in the middle of his head, right? So if you don't see that with Homer, then look at his wife, Marge. Marge here goes straight up like those people over in Europe that stands in front of the guard that he guarding the queen. You know how all of them have that hat? Marge here is the same way. No white person in the world have nappy hair that could go straight up in a hot top. That's a black woman. And not only is Marge a black woman, she's a light-skinned French black woman. Because you see they're all light-skinned, they're yellow. So she's a light-skinned French woman, black woman with rough hair, rough enough to go up in a hot top. Some American Negroes, we don't have hair that's very tight. If you know, like T-Pain and them, they be like, oh, nappy head productions and nappy this and nappy that. We're not really nappy head people. So when they talk about that, they're talking about more of the Asiatic people that goes towards that became burnt. It's one thing to be dark skinned, and it's another thing to become burnt. Like, and I use that reference burnt because that's the reference that the Bible explains these certain people that wasn't listening to God and got exiled. They became burnt, right? They become burnt. And it's because they're going in atmosphere. We feed from the sun. So if you're going in an atmosphere that has a whole bunch of sun, your body is going to you don't want too much of nothing. You want moderation of everything. So anyway, when you talk about nappy hair people and people with tight hair, whatever, it's not really Negroes from like the people that's getting robbed. It's not us. So the Simpsons is definitely not American Negroes. They're more Haitian, French black people from like Geneva, Switzerland, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? There'll be those kind of black people, like lighter skinned French black people, right? From like Switzerland, Geneva, wherever. So Marge has her head top, right? So let's look at her kids. Her kid name is Maggie. She has a hairstyle. Bart and Lisa has a hairstyle where it's not going straight. It's like knots in their hair, like the African Asiatic statues that got the knots. So it's like they got Bantu knots in their head. And Bart has a head top, right? So these are black people, right? They're black. So, and you could tell they're black because their neighbor, right? They got a neighbor named Ned Flanders, and Ned Flanders has white hair. He doesn't have like black hair. He has white Asian hair, like straight hair that doesn't really curl, like really straight hair. Millhouse is Jewish. They show his nose and they show he has straight hair. So they're trying to show you that remember the janitor. The janitor is supposed to be somewhat Scottish. If you ask me, Russian, but Russian, Scottish, whatever. So we could see that they clearly know what they were doing when they made The Simpsons with those hairstyles. They're black. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they made Lisa Simpson the president, right? So that's another reference to the future of black president woman, right? So we got so far, what I said before the Simpsons, I said something before the Simpsons, right? Whatever, let's keep it moving. So the Simpsons, then we got the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie that just came out. Issa Rae played the president Barbie. A black woman president, Barbie. So Issa Rae played the president Barbie, and she's a January Capricorn. So Issa Rae's a January Capricorn. Who else is a January Capricorn? Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy played the role in the video of Jay-Z, when the family feuds, which is what this is all about. Blue Ivy ended up being the president of the black. They presented some black woman president in that video, right? And that was the last time we saw the real Jay-Z. Ever since that elevator, remember him and her sister was fighting in that elevator, and then he made that video. Jay-Z started to look like Basquiat. Next thing you know, he started to grow dreads. He was just a totally different person after that video. That family feud and that 444 album, right? So, and 444 in Chinese mean death, and death's come in three. So 444 is like so it's symbolic, right? So Jay-Z died and was reborn somehow, and then he became dreadlock Jay-Z that he is today. So anyway, and who else is a January Capricorn? Michelle Obama. So there you have it. Like how many insinuations? Like it's literally kind of telling you in a sequence that it may be a black woman president, preferably probably a January Capricorn, since they literally showed it in the movie, in the video, and I believe Lisa Simpson. We don't know what she is, but she's giving Capricorn vibes. Because she's very smart, she's very nosy all and things like that. Like a lot of information, you know what I'm saying? Like Capricorns love to do that, right? They love to be like a little Wikipedia and think they're doing something special. Like, God, did you not know that? But anyway, like a lot of information, just a lot of information. But yeah, so like Lisa Simpson, Issa Rae, Lisa Simpson, Blue Ivy, January Capricorn, Issa Rae, January Capricorn played the black president. Then they got Michelle Obama. They was already saying Michelle Obama should be, and she was like, "No, I would never be president." Now, recently, she's saying because of them being so scared of Trump, she's like, "Oh, I'm so concerned about what's going to happen." So her just putting her in an article and trying to bring her on a platform about talking about the candidacy. It just makes me feel like she's gonna be like a wild card. Like they're gonna just throw her in. And let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. If Michelle Obama ends up on that Democrat ticket, we know for a fact she's gonna take it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. They put Camilla in vice presidency because they want that. So if they put Michelle Obama up for president, know for sure the same people that wanted Kamala in office, those same people are going to come out to vote for Michelle to be in office. She's going to get a shitload of support because they want the black vote. The black vote is going to be up in the air, but when you get that token black person, the black vote they're going to get to a lot of black people that don't really understand that they're all puppets. A lot of people think that we're bugging and we're crazy. So they're going to go and vote for Michelle for sure over Trump. They're going to for sure. And then this is going to be Michelle, so-called Michael, over John, Donald. It's like the same biblical fucking story. John is supposed to be the father of George. And then George is like Mike. It's like father and son. You see what I'm saying? So it'd be like father and son again, because George Michael will be this going against John, the father. You see what I'm saying? So it'll be father and son. It's like the same biblical cycle they playing with us. They can't play with me because I'm too easy on it. You see what I'm saying? I'm too much like boom on it. So it's like I see everything they do. I got all the plays because I'm a January Capricorn. So all these January Capricorn plays, it's like, bro, I can see it a mile away. I see what y'all doing. So I don't be surprised, and if it happens, you heard it here first. Don't take that away from me. You heard it here first, man. Yeah, so that's all I got. I wanted to talk about so much. I want to talk about Jonathan Majors, and I know y'all probably tired of me, but I'm sorry. I had a sick little obsession for a good 4 to 5 weeks over Jonathan Majors and Sean Adams. I had to do so much research. I was watching so many slave movies that Jonathan Majors was in. Yeah, and then I also Sean Adams. I was like messaging. I didn't message him, but I'm like, I saw him under certain posts, right? And I was like, okay, well, if he's under this post, like he was under like some type of wildlife, like some some type of animal was eating some other animal, and he wrote a comment on it, right? So I just so happened to see his comment, because sometimes when you come across videos on Instagram, they'll show you comments of people that you follow. So because I follow him, they showed me his comment up top. So I'm like, oh, he's commenting on some post about like a cheetah eating like a hyena. So like it was like some wildlife geographical video that he commented on. So something told me to say, you know what? It's better. It's like sometimes you feel like you could DM somebody, but they won't. I don't know. I never DM'd him or nothing. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna come under this comment because I know that it's gonna bing onto his thing. He's gonna see the comment because I replied to it, right? So I replied to his comment under that post, and I said, hey, are you Jonathan Majors? And he replied back. He replied back and said, um, if you think I'm good looking, just say that, right? And mind you, he's a Pisces, right? It's all these Pisces, right? So I'm like, oh God, Pisces don't think somebody want them. So I'm just like, look, relax. Nobody's saying you look good. Because who said Jonathan Majors look good? Is he a good looking guy? I think so, but at the same time, they always have these faces, like Cat Williams was saying. These faces come from when you're not from America, when you're not from directly from America, you start to when you come from it's a malfunction. It's like a malfunction of the egg. It's a deformity. That's how Eve and all these people are starting to come about. When you start going to the East Bayou, down to the slums where they start to eat alligator and they start to eat frog legs and they start to eat wildlife. They start to eat off the wild. Like, we don't really do that. That's called the Deep South. We start to call them the Deep South, where they start to get too sub. They start to go, so it start to become a little bit Caribbean-ish and stuff like that. When you start getting to the Deep South, like Florida, or all the way back and get like the coastal area where they like to be at. They like to come to the coastal area or whatever, right? So Jonathan Majors has that kind of face where it's like, he's probably mixed or whatever. That's all it means. All it means is that they're probably mixed with something. They come up with these strong features because these strong features are malfunctions of our DNA. Where your nose get bigger, your nose be flat, your nose be this, your eyes be this, your lips get big, this. It's just malfunctions of the original Negro, because the American Negro is the direct descendant of, we are the image of the Goldilocks. Not too much, not too little, not too, little tiny lips, not too much lip. We're always right in the middle. We're just right. So-called perfection. You know what I'm saying? We're balanced. We're balanced. We're zero. We're ground zero. We're the balance of how you go above, and below. So above, so below. We're the balance. We're in the zero of that scientific method scale of going into the negative and to the positive. We're in that middle. We're kicking it all off. We're just right. And then we don't go backwards, we go forward. So we're in the positive, we're in the megawatts. We're not in the nanowatts, engineer talk. We're not in the negative, we're in the positive. So, cause that's where Negroes like everything big. They're like, oh, they got these big buildings, these big this. You don't know Negroes? Negroes like everything big, like Texas, like the Cadillacs, the homes, everything big. So when they talk about these big buildings and these big doors, it's because, first of all, most American Negroes are tall. Most of us come at, most of our men are 6 feet and above. They're not short like the Caribbean or the Asian, because we're not Asiatic. We don't have the short gene, and we don't have the stumpy gene, and we don't have, and that's all deformity things. Majority of these men are going to be tall. So yeah, they're going to have tall. You got people that are coming from short cultures, like white people, and why is these buildings so big? Because y'all don't come from the same background we come from. Y'all not that tall. Y'all like whatever because y'all mixed with us. Y'all mixed with Asian. Y'all mixed with everybody. Y'all just here. Y'all just mixed as hell. And y'all don't understand that a lot of American Negroes are very athletic, very tall, and a lot of West Indians are athletic. They're very stocky and short, footballish. We can do it all. We're like Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, he does everything but what? They say Bo does this and Bo does that. But Bo is rap because Bo can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not rappers. The hip-hop people, the hip-hop culture, that deal that they made, that's all West Indian Caribbean hip-hopping over here. We're not hip-hoppers. we could rap, but it's like we're not really like that's not really our thing. Our thing more was singing because we come from the church and the church thing. So then we fell from the church singing to us singing jazz, being a little raunchy, being continuing to be raunchy R&B, this and that, and also kind of giving a little cool cat rap. But we're not like 100% hip hop. Period. Like Caribbean is like 100% hip hop going forward with all this rap. All the females rap, the niggas is rap. Everybody's rapping now. Even this, like we got what's this girl name? I forget her name. I don't know her name. Her name is her name Cat too. Isn't her name Cat? Oh, here we go. I don't like not knowing stuff. I like to like figure it out. Let me see if I can get her name real quick. You know the girl that sings but she raps. She's a singer, but she's not a singer. She raps. Like I don't know. What's this girl name? I'm trying to find it. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm about to be done here. Where's her name, man? That's correct. Okay, here it is. Doja Cat. Her name, I knew it was something Cat. Doja Cat. So they got all these people like, she's supposed to be a singer, but she's literally a rapper. Like, they all rapping. They're rap singing, they're rapping. Because, like, they got some type of deal. They got some hip hop kind of deal. They get some kind of contract, and it's all weird. Weird vibes. Hip hop is like literally island. Like all these people love to go to the island. Like what are you doing on islands? Like so they're all child trafficking island people. Because what happens on the islands ain't got nothing to do with the states. Like they don't have to follow those same laws, and they're weirdos, right? That's why they got kicked out in the first place. Like East Bayou, where it was trying to allude to a grown man messing around with a little girl, you know, like his daughter, whatever. But you know, and being even weirder with like incest, like your daughter and stuff. So and these people got kicked out, exiled, right? So same situation. They all go on the islands acting all weird, sexual, acting crazy, like they out of their goddamn minds. And is it everybody? No, the majority of, especially the people that practice the codes, absolutely. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because I gotta go now. I really gotta go to the bathroom, so I can't really stay. But I just wanted to see, like, just brush over some stuff. Like, I want to talk about Kanye. Oh, I didn't get to talk about Kanye's fake little rant about us being Indians. Rightfully, you know, he came out, you know, that last live that I did him, and I was like, oh, they West Indians. I was like, if you got the name Indian in your title, how are you not claiming Indian? Remember when I said that? And I was like, if you're called West Indian, why are y'all not going by Indians? Like, am I bugging? Because Indian and African, how did we become African Americans but y'all West Indians? We African and y'all Indians? Like, it don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So we African American, but yeah, you West Indian. So anyway, I said that about West Indies, and then here go Kanye. We Indians, we Indians. So I was like, yo, he swear he's stealing my stuff. Mind you, I didn't even know the girlfriend that he's dating that looked just like Kim Kardashian is a January Capricorn. That girl, that Bianca girl. She just had a birthday, so I didn't even know she was a January Capricorn until they showed. They was like, "Oh, she's going." Her and Kanye was doing something, and she ain't had no shoes on her feet, and everybody was talking about her like, "Oh, that bitch ain't got no shoes on her feet." But I didn't know she was a January Capricorn, so there you go. You already know that they always give them those handlers. So he's still under handled. He's still being handled. He still has those. So don't think Kanye is helping, or because he has that handler, that new wife, and she's his wife. She's his wife, so she's entitled to. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. He's not helping. He's not helping us either. They all got their handlers, their managers in place, and that's what they have to do. They are contracted. That is part of their culture. It's not like Kanye don't want to do it. They are all a part of it. Remember, I told you his mother name Donda is like a place. It's like a biblical place in like Middle East. Like it's like a big thing. So I'm not shocked that his mother has a big doctorate degree and she was sacrificing. I'm not shocked because she's all a part of that history over there in Middle East anyway. Middle East, North Africa, which is where the more so-called the traders are from. right? So that all correlates. And I'm gonna get into Kanye, and I'm gonna go over to Jonathan Majors, because there's other stuff that Jonathan Majors and Jonathan, I had went and I messaged him again and said some other stuff, and he responded. But I'll get into that next live. So you know what I'm saying? I am tired, I'm thirsty, and I got a bathroom. So I do hope you guys enjoyed my little rant slash show, because it's a lot of entertain. I do want to make it entertaining. I don't like to come up here when I'm not in the mood, because I do want to have a light. I want to have a great time. You know, I don't want to come up here with like in a mood, like, you know, oh, she's in her mood. You know, I'm like, what's that girl? She says that song. She's a January Capricorn too. The one with the orange hair. And I want to talk. I want Ice Spice, and I wanted to talk about Ice Spice too, because Ice Spice, I didn't know she had a wig on her head. I thought that was her real hair. But we're gonna get into that another day, okay? About her making her hair that way, because her hair is straight, and the next thing you know, she got some African Asiatic hair. It's like, so it's like, how did she get? Is that a wig? And why would she wear a nappy wig on her head when she came out, when she don't got nappy hair? She got straight Spanish kind of hair. So we're gonna get into that next time I come up here. But just, you know, she's a January Capricorn too, and you know, now that I hear some of her songs, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, but anyway, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Nobody called, so you know, I do want some people to start calling in. Please, have something, like anything. I'll take any kind of information, even if it's like saying, "Hey, I don't agree with you." Like, call in, call me, Miss Cleo. Let me, you know, let me speak to you. Let me have a conversation with you. But yeah, try to call in, please, next time. I'm definitely gonna put the number up again, because I don't want to like not like really, speak with y'all, because I'm here to have a dialogue. I want y'all opinions. I want, like, yeah. When I get off of here and I read a lot of the comments, I'm like, Dad, y'all should have called in and we could have had a big discussion off some of these comments. Some of these comments are really good, and it should have been called in so we could talk about it. But you know, it's all good. You know, if you feel comfortable just commenting, that's great. I don't want to scare you away. So if you don't feel comfortable, fine. If you comment, that's great, it's even better, because as long as I know somebody is here, I'll continue to stay up here. If I feel like nobody's up here commenting, calling, nothing, I will feel like I'm just literally talking to myself, and I'll get off. So thank you for commenting. If you can call, that'd be even better, because you guys have some great topics. I have a lot of good stuff to say. Everybody has an opinion. And I think people say, oh, well, your opinion doesn't matter. No, people's opinions do matter. We have to hear celebrities' opinions 24/7 on these platforms. So I want to start hearing other people's opinions for fucking once. You know what I'm saying? Their opinions are so important, but our opinions don't matter. Like, okay, whatever. We need to stop supporting them so they could stop telling us to mind our business. They need to stop telling us that we broke. They need to stop telling us like, oh, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Like, what? Like, you know, like they're celebrities so they don't have to work, right? Like, it's like, it's starting to come off really retarded. Like, the celebrities back in the days was way more smarter than these celebrities today. These are not even celebrities that got talent. They're literally celebrities because y'all think they're cool, because platforms are putting them on big platforms, and you think, oh, they only got that because they gotta be cool. No, they're a part of shit. That's why they got it. But yeah, whatever y'all think they are, you still take their opinion, you still take everything they say like it's so important. But then if I say something, it's like, oh, shut up and this and that. No. We all our opinions should be heard. Whether you value it or not, it still could be heard. We could still say it. Like, don't tell us to shut up or mind our business. Like, somebody need to take these people off TV, or like get them on out of here. We got YouTube, we got that. People could just make up their own little show, spread it out. We don't need these scripted people and these people part of these Scientology, whatever Catholic, whatever cult they are a part of. We don't need to continue to be letting them brainwash us, brainwash your children, brainwash everybody. But yeah, I hope that you got something out of this. I hope you get something out of when I come here, because I always try to give something that you could take away from. You know, we do want to have a message. We do want to have a message every time. And hopefully a message was heard. And I don't know, please like my video if possible, like my video, and please give me a comment on what you think about the Dane, Calloway, and the guy from The Wire that played Proposition Joe, also known as what was his name? Richard Chu, which is Richard is a biblical. It's like saying Dick, like saying Bill, like saying William. Is all the same correspondent name, right? But anyway, so I would love to know all of you guys' opinion on what you think about, the Dane and the Proposition Joe transition of him passing away around 2013, and then Dane Calloway really making a big, getting some type of notoriety, really starting to get into YouTube and then really taking off in 2019 where he got this big platform. What do y'all think about that? Do you think that this guy died so this guy could rebirth and reinvent? You know that a lot of these people are doing that. They are going back to a younger version. They are reinventing themselves to younger versions of themselves. I don't know if they're uploading AIs, like they're getting like some type of AI person and then they upload their consciousness to these people, or if they're doing plastic surgery, like possibly Tupac hinted. Remember, Tupac was saying, "Oh, I changed my nose and this and that," and then we got this guy that looked just like Tupac with a different nose. You know what I'm saying? So, are they doing plastic surgery, or are they doing AIs and put in? They could maneuver their AI through like a remote control, like in that movie Surrogate, where they're laying down and they're like transferring their conscious. You could see they're already getting to that point with like the Apple glasses, how they got everything in visual. Like now you could do. How can the glasses know what your hand movements is? Because you're doing all this, so it means that it's all connected to your brain. And so anyway, we're gonna get into that another day. Like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. I hope I see you next live. I would try to start telling y'all because I know some people left comments saying, it's better for me to tell y'all when I'm coming up. So I'm gonna try to start doing that. Like when I know I'm gonna come up, like 2 days or something, I'll be like, oh, I'm coming up. So you guys can get a heads up instead of me just popping up out of nowhere and expecting people to be here. I'm gonna try to like start. I use the community and post here and there when they little things happen and I know I can't come up. I'll just post a little comment until I'm able to do a live. So I'm gonna use the community post when I do, if I possible, can let y'all know when I'm coming live, like a day or two before, so I can have as much people come in as can, so we can have as much people conversate and join the conversation. So yeah, love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Later. Okay, what's going on? Oh, shit. That was the time. The time was in, honey.